It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Audiences everywhere are experiencing the most horrifying film of the year. It. The latest adaptation of Stephen King's seminal masterpiece. It. Our favorite adolescent heroes known as the Losers Club are back. But they will be squaring off against the demonic clown Pennywise. This time they'll face...
Me, Pennywise's girlfriend.
Pennywise has a girlfriend?
In the tradition of she-wolf, she-creature, and the astounding she-monster, it's She-It. She-It. S-H-E-I-T.
Oh, She-It!
If you don't know fear, then you don't know She-It. Grown-ups, don't believe them.
Mom, I'm telling you the truth. She-It is real. I saw her.
Aw, you wouldn't know She-It from Shinola.
She-It. And those that do believe them won't help.
Sheriff, please, can't you do something?
Kid, I'm too old for this She-It.
She-It. Nor do they seem to care.
But Principal Russell, dozens of children are missing.
Yeah, She-It happens.
So once again, these courageous kids must stand up against a monstrous foe themselves.
Okay, here's where she lives. The old brick She-It house. Come on, let's get her.
Bill, you think you can kill me?
Oh, right. Time to destroy this
Say it, Bill.
Time to destroy this clown.
Sure, destroy her, but how?
You'll never defeat me.
All right, that's it. Take that.
That's it, Beverly. Push her into that exhaust vent.
Oh, now the She-It's gonna hit the fan.
Oh, gross! There's pieces of She-It everywhere.
Oh, I got it in my mouth.
Good thing we didn't step in it.
The classics. She-It. Rated R for nearly bad language and excessive childishness.
Uh-oh, I pooped. Can we take that again?
Good morning! Hello, Mr. and Mrs. North America and all the ships at sea. Let's go to press. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee will be along with the newscast and other stuff. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. It's Flannel Friday.
Chick.
Gorgeous. There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick McGee wearing a home sweater. And here's Tom Griswold.
A what?
A home sweater.
What's a home sweater?
I have a sweater that other pieces of clothing that I wear only at home, at the compound. I don't bring them in here because what you're about to hear is going to transpire, and I didn't feel like putting up with it. But then I said, I want to wear this sweater. And I had Josh's voice ringing in my ear. You wear what you want to, mister.
Yes.
Because this is far too light to wear in here. I knew I'd throw you, but here I am, giving it a shot.
Is that cashmere?
Oh, of course it's cash.
That thing looks soft as a baby's
gorgeous
bottom.
fabric.
Oh, it's soft.
nice.
It's very, very soft.
Very nice. I didn't say anything.
Not yet.
Yeah. Something about, how about Ozzie Harriet and the Will, stuff like that.
Were you named in the Ozzie Nelson will?
Ozzie Nelson Will, that's it. Yeah, funny stuff. Yeah.
Now, we were talking about Ozzie and Harriet yesterday. I don't know if you remember this off the air.
Yeah.
We had a little discussion. We were talking about the show Roseanne, and it's evolved into The Connors, right?
Some would say devolved, but yes.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to get into the reasons that it has, and Roseanne is gone.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about at all. It's not as good as it was in the 90s.
Okay, and you were saying what?
that was one of the first shows where my whole family went, my gosh, we're watching Us on TV.
And I felt the same way about Ozzy and Harriet, except if Ozzy had been in a wheelchair.
Oh, my gosh.
It'd be a better show.
Yeah.
See, my dad was disabled. He had polio.
I understand Ozzy.
Thanks for the hearty laugh, Josh. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sure, you're welcome. Why don't you play the banjo bit?
Yes, that's what it was.
Wait a minute. You brought it up.
Yeah, that was very confusing because it was from you and it sounded offensive still.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of heartwarming.
Did you just heckle yourself?
I think
You've
so.
done that before.
I'm not sure. By the way, we opened up with a piece entitled She, It, in the tradition of the female versions of the various monster movies.
Are you watching
Frankenstein.
She-Hulk?
What?
What?
She-Hulk.
The lawyer, right?
It's one of the big shows right now.
Yeah. It's
I've
huge.
never
It's
even heard of
massive.
it.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Did you watch it, Chick?
No. I
Incredible
won't
Hulk,
watch
but it's a woman.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer.
Yeah, but you know I don't watch superhero movies.
She-Hulk. Well, this
It's
is
kind of
more
a
of a
comedy,
light... would it be funny? And she's a lawyer, but
Does
she's
she
a
turn
Hulk.
green?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She turns
Oh,
green.
wow.
She does.
But only at her time of the month.
She read.
It started really progressive, and then it
But
just
red and
evolved.
green makes brown, right?
Yeah, bitch, be
You know
red.
what? You know what? I don't know anything about She-Hulk. I'm kind of sort of aware of it, but I don't get mad about it because I don't know anything about it. I want to know. I want to learn something every day.
I already know I don't care for stupid superhero movies.
Jake, you know the nerds are getting mad about it because in She-Hulk they do kind of what they do in The Office. They'll break the fourth wall, they'll look at the camera, and they'll have a little personal dialogue that everyone else in the show can't hear. And man, some of these nerds, they got fired up there, chicks. They got real fired up.
The nerds don't like to mess with their Marvel stuff, Tom.
Okay,
You know?
well, good. I'm more power to them. It gives lots of people jobs in Hollywood. Good stuff.
You're not going to watch She-Hulk then?
No.
Did I tell you she's an attorney?
Doesn't
Does that
matter.
change your mind?
Not at all.
Okay.
What I was going to say was the piece known as She, It, the sequel to It. You want to give any background on that, Josh? It is the, what is it exactly again? I
It's a Stephen King novel, and it was turned into 2 very successful horror movies as of late.
Okay, and has been the tradition in Hollywood. They do the distaff version of these sort of things.
Sure, yeah.
And this was a special request going out to Meridian, Idaho.
Wow.
And Cody, thank you, Cody. Certainly appreciate it.
Meridian, Idaho, right there in the center of the state.
Perhaps. I'm not exactly sure where it is, Meridian.
She's got some nice pecs, Willie.
The
She-Hulk. Oh, my God.
Pecs or boobs?
Check her out.
That would be...
Show a picture of She-Hulk of Tom. See if he likes that. That'll change.
that was a nice way of saying boobs.
You like a strong gal, don't you? Have you said you like a powerlifting kind of type?
Look at
No,
that.
I believe that's Al Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Al's big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure does.
I like to watch
She's
them
green like the Hulk. I get that. I saw a thing about, it was a political version of
I've
this.
never heard of
A political version.
Yeah, it was about the dynasty, a Texas dynasty called She Bush.
Oh, yeah.
That was not what I expected. A lot of hair.
You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Wow. Grows like Pinocchio.
You know, some of you ladies out there, Mark Ruffalo is in She-Hulk.
Oh, she
isn't
is?
he? Yeah.
He is?
What?
I've not watched it. I'm not sure if he shows up or not.
I thought Chrissy just said, "Oh, she."
No, I said she is, and then I meant he is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No.
I wonder how much they paid Mark Ruffalo to cast
Probably a
aside
lot.
his acting chops and just go on She-Hulk.
Yeah, it can't be as bad as that magician movie he's in.
Oh, you didn't like those?
I like those.
Now You See Me?
I like those.
Oh, God.
Those are
Oh,
okay.
a lot of fun.
Those are very fun.
Yeah, they are.
I like those.
There's 2 of them, I think.
Stink.
Watch that in a flight. You landed in Miami. You're already having a good time.
That's
Love
right.
that movie.
Woody Harrelson wears the wacky hat.
Isla Fisher, that Facebook guy.
Yeah. You don't know if it's Isla Fisher or that other girl.
Amy Adams?
Yeah. You don't know. You don't know.
Boy, they are separated at birth, right?
Okay, well, sorry. Time to move forward here. We had a great time yesterday. Hope you were able to join us. Got a little bit of live Monster Mash in. And, I got to do a correction. I mentioned that Leon Russell plays on the song Monster Mash. Apparently, he was. This is kind of interesting. I did a little more research. Got a nice letter about this. Apparently, Leon Russell
Got a letter.
Leon Russell was late to that session that day, and he plays on the rest of the cuts, but that's not Leon on Monster Mash.
That's fascinating.
Now, Tom,
Yeah.
you've already said this morning that you won't waste your time watching something like She-Hulk.
Right, that's correct.
And you've just wasted how much time figuring out what song Leon Russell played on?
Leon Russell, great artist.
And he had the honor of playing on Boris Pickett's lesser hits.
The flip side, Monster Mash Party, that's Leon.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
What does that sound like?
I had no idea there was another song.
There's also a Monster Mash Christmas version.
Really?
Of course there is.
Yeah, I really got
Does
into
Leon
this.
play on that?
A good question. I don't know, but it had been reported for years that was Leon Russell, and then Bobby Boris Pickett in an interview prior to his death announced that
Leon
was late for the session. So just we like to be accurate. I want to thank the gentleman who was kind enough to let me know that Leon was not on that session, in spite of many, many reports saying that he did play on that.
So some anonymous studio musician wrote in.
No, David Benson wrote in.
You know, it's like the Richter scale when two bores get together and start talking to each other. It's like
okay,
magnified.
My friend, I'll tell you what.
All right,
100 years from now, when they're listening to this broadcast,
right.
Some poor slob's getting his PhD, and he's going to go. You know something? I love the song Monster Mash. I've never heard of She-Hulk. Monster Mash is a genuine American classic.
Oh, come on.
What if She-Hulk takes over? What if She-Hulk is on all the currency? What if She-Hulk is the new standard?
No, sorry. She-Hulk is the WNBA of monster movies.
Somebody just needs
a manufactured audience.
To grab you by the shoulders and just shake the out of you.
It's not a movie, it's a series.
Doesn't matter. It's a turd. Whatever it is.
It's no Monster Mash.
It's supposed to be
you
funny.
guys are all idiots.
Leon Russell plays on the soundtrack.
I can't argue.
Now, if Leon Russell's in the soundtrack to She-Hulk case, first of all, that's great because Leon's been gone for a few years, sadly.
It was a sample.
It says, there's long been a legend that young Leon Russell played
he's talking about.
I don't care.
He played on the flip side, Monster Mash Party, which I'll be happy to find for you. Yesterday, Dick Mango stopped by and sang the song Monster Mash for you.
Did he ever? He killed it.
Oh, man.
That's probably...
We didn't know what was going on.
Posted somewhere on the Bob and Tom social media platforms. Well worth viewing, I would think. Want to give me a sports teaser?
We had a Thursday night football game last night, and Tom Brady is not well, kids. He's had enough of losing, but I think it's going to continue. The Ravens win last night, 27-22 in Tampa against Tampa Bay. Brady and the struggling Buccaneers, they lost for the 5th time in 6 games following a 2-0 start. And Brady finds himself riding a 3-game losing streak for the first time way back in 2002 when the world was young and a loaf of bread cost 7 cents. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
And we'll have more sports coming up, including a man running really, really fast and not using his legs. I'll explain.
There's a reason.
I know.
Okay, we also will come back with a little bit of Monster Mash Party for you.
Hooray!
Hot dog.
Leon on the 88s. Right now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It can be tough to train your brain these days to stay in what we like to call problem-solving mode. Like they say, it's okay to be not okay. You can help yourself, though, right? With some therapy, that's where BetterHelp comes in. A therapist from BetterHelp may be able to help you become a better problem solver, help you accomplish some of your goals. The benefits of therapy, it's so helpful for so many, and this is the interesting thing about BetterHelp. It's done online, so it's obviously very convenient, easily accessible, and very affordable. You'll get matched up with a therapist in under 48 hours after filling out a brief survey. By the way, you can switch therapists at any time. Once again, much more affordable than traditional therapy. By the way, if you don't want to do the camera thing, you can do it with just audio, just talking back and forth like it was a phone call, or even just keying it in on your keyboard, doing it that way, if that would be easier for you. Get all the details at BetterHelp.com. And if you go to this special address, BetterHelp.com/BT Show today, Bob and Tom Show listeners get 10% knocked off the price of that first month. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. Bob and Tom listeners get 10% knocked off their first month. You can be better for everybody else if you're better for yourself. That's where BetterHelp.com comes in. When we come back, we have Halloween costume news. We have a weird Mountain Dew story in the news, license plate news, and another one of those paintings soiled, if you will, for political purposes.
Sure.
We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You reckon?
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right, no commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break, usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
To the market. Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index slipped as the government was preparing about $490 billion in stimulus spending to help the world's number 3 economy cope with inflation. On Thursday, Facebook's parent company Meta Platforms lost another 1/4 of its value after reporting a second straight quarter of revenue decline. Meta's slump helped pull the Nasdaq down 1.6%. Markets did get some encouraging news as the government reported the U.S. economy returned to growth in the last quarter, expanding 2.6%. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie Muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's Muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's Muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing. Wow.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee perched on the news desk. Like a little bird. Like a little parakeet. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hey, man. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chickie.
Hey, buddy. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Wilbur Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Hi. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We have a breaking sports story, I guess. The defeat of Tampa Bay. First time in, 20 years that Tom Brady's had 3 losses in a row.
That's exactly right, Tom. How you feeling about that? You think he should hang in there and play another 7 years?
Sure.
Or what are you thinking there?
Giselle's going, I was right.
All right.
Should have retired last year.
That's right. You should have listened to me.
You
still have your family.
She just goes to get lunch with her friends, and they just all tell her how right she is.
Oh, yeah, of course they do.
Now,
we were talking. Girls.
We were talking about the Monster Mash and the confusion about the fact that
Baltimore wins last night, 27-22.
Leon Russell is not playing on the Monster Mash.
You know, one of the worst offenders of us not staying on one topic for 5 seconds is you. As soon as we start, you are off to the Monster Mash.
Well, we want to clarify the fact that
most people don't even know who Leon Russell is.
Yeah,
let alone that whether or not he played it. Yes.
And I cannot pull one of his big hit. I can't think of it in my brain.
Either
sliding into Christmas or something like that.
Don would love for his keyboard to be on, Ace.
Do you know? I've been so many places in my life and time.
Oh, did he write Masquerade too? Or something?
Yep. This is Masquerade.
Oh, is that it?
No, this is a song for you. The Carpenters covered it.
Oh,
Donny Hathaway.
No, I'm pretty sure Karen Carpenter wrote that.
No. But he's one of the most famous keyboard guys.
He's not.
Had the real long white hair, wore the mirror shades.
He looked dead when he was still alive.
Yeah. He's great. I love him, but I don't think he's common knowledge.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No.
He's no She-Hulk, but...
You're right.
Don't you mess.
I bet She-Hulk had 12 million viewers.
Yeah.
This guy's She-Hulk coming in here. Come on.
He's not even the most famous guy that looks like this. He's just like... It's like Rick Rubin and ZZ Top got in a fight.
Okay, well, hang on 1 second. I want to see if I did find Monster Mash Party.
Oh.
Yep, just what I thought it was.
It sounds like Palisades Park.
It sounds just like Palisades
keyboard.
Park.
Do you like the song Monster Mash, Christy?
Sure, it's a cute little song.
It has its place.
Right.
I
And
don't
Halloween,
think it changed music forever. I don't.
You love Monster
A bona fide American classic.
I'm telling you, they'll be playing Monster Mash 100 years from now.
I'll give you a Halloween classic, sure. Probably the Halloween classic.
Yeah, it definitely has a place.
Bobby Boris Pickett. And I thought you guys would all know who Leon Russell was.
We do. What we're telling you is that the average person does.
And the reason we do is because we've been sitting in here with you, and you've informed us.
No, Tightrope is great.
Yeah, Tightrope is a good song.
Around the high.
This was his big hit, right?
I'm up on the tight wire.
Yeah.
What, like 1972 or something?
Great.
Yeah, this one was real. This is the famous one.
Yeah.
This is all sad and weepy.
What is this?
It hits Tom hard every time.
What is this?
Song for you.
Does go on.
I've been so many places
That was
in my life and time.
got a very distinct voice.
I can't believe they let that.
Boy, that was natural. The way
Good Lord.
Wow, I think you guys just disrespectful.
Yeah, I hit that on the
His
head.
voice is awesome. I've always been a fan. But
He was part of the Wrecking Crew. He played on lots
The
of...
Wrecking Crew. What was that?
all the people that played on
those badass studio musicians.
They worked over at the junkyard.
They
right?
played on all the Beach Boys songs for it. Yeah, never mind. I just thought it was interesting that one of the great American classics featured Leon Russell, and it turns out it didn't. So thanks for the correction. There are many, many places, if you read about the song Monster Mash, that say it's Leon Russell.
Here we go. But here's the thing. You're trying to make us feel less than and unintelligent for what? Checking my notes for not reading about the song Monster Mash.
No, not unintelligent, uninformed.
Okay.
You know, I'm going over, Tom. I think I owe you an apology. There's the listing of the Great American Songbook. Of course, Ain't We Got Fun? That's in there. Let's see. George Gershwin, Irving Berlin. Oh, right here. Right here.
Monster Mash?
Monster Mash. No, of course not. Jesus.
Up 100.
It's classic.
For what it is, it's perfect.
It's a novelty song.
Yes.
It's a novelty song. You're right.
He's got two impressions in there. He does Boris Karloff, and he doesn't he kind of do the Lon Chaney thing?
I was working.
Whatever happened to the Transylvania Twist?
I think it's the same voice he's doing. I didn't think it was two different.
Yeah, I didn't either.
He vampires it up.
Oh.
Yeah, when he does. Yeah.
Whatever happened to the Transylvania Twist?
Well, that's Lugosi, right?
Or whatever. Yeah, sorry. Whatever. He does the other. He's primarily doing Boris Karloff. And apparently Boris Karloff loved it. And Boris Karloff actually recorded his own version of it.
No, did
he? Yeah, like in 73.
Years later.
Yeah, way later.
Do you know who
We
Boris
have
Karloff
no
is?
news today, or
Not anything as interesting as Monster Mash. I just want all you kids out there listening to get Monster Mash and put it in your playlist. You'll see how much.
So who's Boris Karloff then? I don't know who that is.
Boris Karloff famously played the Frankenstein monster in the great original version of Frankenstein. Oh, the one that, not the original, the most famous version of it. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
Oh, sure, yeah. The James Whale.
He played the monster. Frankenstein is the
Universal
doctor.
monster.
And as I've always said, and I said this years ago, other people have picked up on this, I think that the Frankenstein monster, you have to respect him because he before Don Johnson did it, he wore a T-shirt but a nice sports jacket.
Mm-hmm. It was a cool look.
Yeah.
Do you think they knew it was timeless when they dressed him up like that? I mean, because it's still the way he dressed in the 30s. That's people still dress that way.
Yeah, no, he would have worn a tie, but I think that was probably a little bit difficult.
They would have put him in a straw hat or something like that.
Right.
Well, that's what
would have happened.
That's what Mel Brooks does in the great movie Young Frankenstein.
Willie, you may know Boris best as the narrator of the Grinch cartoon.
Got it.
The original.
Okay.
That's where that. It was late last night when that
I believe there was a
more of a this
somewhat a feud between Lugosi and Boris Karloff because Lugosi said he was an actor, and Karloff just walked around stone-faced and grunted. And according to Lugosi, that was not acting. I guess they were very irritated with that.
On the Universal lot, they would just
get out of here, you hack, stuff like that.
But Boris Karloff, I mean, that incredible voice. I mean, this is of course the original, and then you can hear the laboratory, the bubbles,
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Tom.
the chains, and everything.
Yeah.
This is his Boris Karloff voice.
Oh, this.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes.
Did you recognize that from the Grinch? I was looking in the lab late one night.
I guess I do.
Okay, well, sorry.
You know, I often wonder what you would be talking about if we weren't here. I
swear.
Exactly.
Except he'd be happier and uninterrupted.
Would everyone out there be doing what we're doing, yelling at the radio instead of yelling at him? Or
shopping, going.
I can't wait to hear more about Tom Brady losing a football that no one will remember in 2 weeks.
They'll remember it when he retires any day now. More and more people are saying he's out of here.
Well, it's his call. Let him do what he wants.
I want the world to remember you started that.
I did.
You were the first to say
it. Yeah. Oh, this is Monsters Holiday. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Frankenstein was the
the first in line. Oh my God, this is
who's that?
This is Halloween music from the one, the only Buck Owens.
It certainly sounds like it.
Are they doing like an Eagles thing?
Frankenstein was the first in line, and the Wolfman came up next. Yeah.
Wow.
Dracula was doing his stuff. Breathing down my neck.
Let's take it easy.
Jump back, make tracks.
Well, way before.
The hunchback better get out of his way.
Oh, yeah.
Buck Owens, everybody.
Willie makes a good point. Take it easy. Is that pre-71?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh, well, Dean saying 74.
Okay. So then,
well, the Eagles stole all their stuff from Buck Owens originally anyway. So
well, I wouldn't. That's a little. I wouldn't say that.
No, it's all Buck.
Don't recall Buck doing Hotel California.
Well, he did Motel.
Hotel Bakersfield.
Motel Sacramento. Yeah.
Motel.
It would have absolutely been Bakersfield.
Motel Bakersfield.
The Eagles stole everything from Leon Russell. Everybody knows.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Leon was late that day, so they stole it from a different guy. But they tried to steal it.
I'm pretty. Leon Russell's very prominent in what's the movie? Is it Concert for Bangladesh with George Harrison?
Yeah,
and Bob Dylan.
He plays the piano.
Leon's up there playing bass.
Boy, that was. What did that make? $50 million when it came out, or did 7 people watch it?
The money went to charity. You heartless dick.
See, but that's another thing. I don't think anybody.
If I give to the charity, do I have to watch this piece of S?
Okay, so it was a great concert, you know. Okay, sorry. Let's just get back to Tom Brady and Giselle. Blah, 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 blah.
Let's see.
Right. That's a great setup.
This is from Bruce. Greetings.
Hi, Bruce.
I was in the store shopping the other day, and
I hope this is a good letter. Don't let me down, Bruce.
Over the store sound system, I heard.
Rather, I hope this is a happy letter. Don't bring me down.
Here's something you can sink your teeth into. Would you like this better for
What's Scarlett?
Leon Russell?
Stumbling in. My love is alive. My love is alive. I was stumbling in.
Oh no, you'd have Dr. Frankenstein do the first line.
Oh yeah.
My love is alive. It's alive.
I'm not here to hurt you. Wait a minute, that's Dracula. Sorry. These are the classics.
They have to be invited in. Did you know that about vampires? They can't come into your house. You have to invite them in. It's a rule.
That is one of the rules.
It's one of the rules.
Wow. What's the garlic thing?
That keeps them away.
They don't like garlic.
They don't like garlic.
So you know the safest place to be?
Restaurant.
Italy.
Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
And don't invite anybody in.
No vampires in Italy. None.
We hate it here.
Although, ironically, I'm not.
Could you hold the garlic? I'd like it to go.
Oh, by the way, Bruce, who heard Susie 4 playing there with stumbling in, he says, my name is Bruce, and I'm from Slut. Evidently, that's what they call Salt Lake, Utah.
Oh.
Out there.
Oh, I see.
Slut.
I'm guessing not everybody calls it that.
S.L.U.T.
Church of Latter-day Saints probably doesn't get it. Hello, fellow sluts.
Maybe they think,
just guessing that's not how that works.
Maybe they think it's a big joke.
I doubt it.
Are you sure?
Serious people for the most part.
Last night we did have a football game. Lamar Jackson, you big dummy, threw for 238 yards and 2 second-half touchdowns.
Did you get that?
Yep.
Lead the...
Yeah, that's Red Fox. What's that show called? Sanford and Son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good show.
Wow, 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 wow.
Great theme song.
Baltimore. You like the theme song?
Leon Russell plays on that.
Mr. Russell does not play on that. It is an excellent. I thought it was a very fun theme song. Now, the Lamar reference is
Lamont.
So this
Are we going to stop and dissect everything? Or this
I just missed the reference.
Why?
Lamont Jackson?
No, his name's Lamar, but I just having
so
you're having fun.
It's just a little throwaway.
So all it has to be is like a near rhyme.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wait a minute.
Tom Brady, which reminds me of Tony Soprano.
Wait a minute.
No, this is right from your playbook, you jerk.
You're the one.
Yes.
First of all, who says stretch, and then when you do. Anyway, the Ravens win last night, 27-22 over the magnificent Tom Brady, who wants to be anywhere else, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa lost for the 5th time in 6 games. Remember they started at 2-0? And the 45-year-old Brady finds himself riding a 3-game losing streak for the first time since 2002. That was his first season as a full-time starter. So I don't know what they're going to do, Tom, with Tom Brady.
Well, congratulations on your shoe-in pick so far this week. You're 1-0.
I had Baltimore plus the points, and you think they could get away with? Would they ever dare to bench Tom Brady?
Wow, got me.
Was he at fault last night, or was it his team?
I don't know. I think it's some sort of, according to the experts and the pundits, and if you want to listen to them, it starts with Tom Brady and all his success he's had, and the fact that
he's way better than everybody else in the team.
Nope, he's uninterested, and he's leaving for weddings, and he's taking weeks off, and
because his team doesn't play as well as he does.
He telegraphs to them that he doesn't care.
I think we've gotten to the bottom of it.
Who's sitting on the bench waiting to come in?
Lessers.
Leon Russell.
Well, we got
They can tackle him by that hair, you know. Of course,
that's legal.
Part of the uniform.
Move forward. Sports teaser.
More sports coming up, including a man who runs on his hands like an animal.
Wow.
Well, by necessity.
Can't be easy.
Yes, only because he doesn't have any legs.
Oh,
he doesn't have legs.
No, he doesn't have any legs.
Very.
What a day. Sounds like a brave man to me.
He is.
The kids would come around and go, "Hey, can he come out and play?" And he goes, "You know, he doesn't have any legs." And they go, "Well, we want to use him at third base."
Oh,
stuff like
classics. That's cruel. And he was mad about Monster Mash. Okay.
I'm amused.
Coming up, we have things to be very careful of when you're robbing an establishment.
And Tom will explain this.
Alive. It's alive.
All right.
We'll get a little explanation of the movie Young Frankenstein, which Mel Brooks, by the way, says is his favorite movie of his, which I totally agree with.
One of the best.
Now, I want to talk about the digital world we live in. We're all staring at our phones, it seems like half the time. Roman is the digital health clinic for men. No waiting rooms, no hassle, straightforward, discreet digital experience from Roman. To achieve some of your healthcare goals, get started by completing that free online visit by going to getroman.com/BT show. What am I talking about? Well, for example, how about this? Generic Viagra, also known as sildenafil, $4 a dose. That's right, $4 a dose for generic Viagra. Well, so what I'm talking about now is getting yourself involved with our friends at GetRoman.com. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman is the way to go. It ships directly to you in discreet packaging with free 2-day shipping. So get the details. GetRoman.com/BT show today. Once again, generic Viagra, also known as sildenafil, $4 a dose. That's less than that delicious cup of coffee. Hey, Mark, I could sure use some coffee. GetRoman.com/BT show today. We've been talking about our friends at Roman for years and get a lot of nice mail from people who really have appreciated the experience they get at Roman. It's GetRoman.com/BT show. Check it out today for that $4 per dose generic Viagra, also known as sildenafil. Coming up, we have unusual news about a kangaroo on the loose. That Jeffrey Dahmer costume you want. Uh-oh. What is how do you always say it? Not so fast, my friend.
That's right.
And we got Mountain Dew being shot at in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Augie. He rides a horse in Montana. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show on this Friday morning. One of our favorites, Greg Hahn, going to be in studio this morning. Can't wait to check out Greg. If you've never heard him or are unaware of him, he doesn't drink coffee, but you'd swear he's on about 12 cups of it. He's high energy, and he's a lot of fun. That's comedian Greg Hahn on the way. And comedian Tim Cavanaugh as well. Perhaps a look at celebrity birthdays on this October 28th. And also Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention. Coming up later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. 2 NASA spacecraft at Mars have recorded the biggest meteor strikes and impact craters to date. Scientists reported yesterday that last year's barrages sent seismic surface waves rippling thousands of miles across Mars, the first ever detected near the surface of another planet. The impacts carved out craters nearly 500 feet across. The larger of the two churned out boulder-sized slabs of ice. An Arkansas motorcyclist is expected to survive after he was engulfed by a fireball when a state trooper used a taser on him during a traffic stop. Arkansas State Police say 38-year-old Christopher Gaylor was carrying a backpack full of gasoline when the trooper used the taser during a traffic stop. The video shows a trooper attempting to pull over Gaylor, and a high-speed chase ensued. Gaylor jumped from the motorcycle in a residential area of North Little Rock and was consumed by flames after the trooper used the taser. Troopers extinguished the blaze, providing medical care to Gaylor. State police say the man remains hospitalized but is expected to recover. And today's release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 continues a nearly 2-decade run for California-based Activision's Blizzard's wildly popular military shooting game franchise. New installments of the game can rival Hollywood's biggest blockbusters if you've not seen it. But the battle right now is happening off-screen as Call of Duty is at the center of a corporate tug-of-war between Microsoft's Xbox and Sony's PlayStation over Microsoft spending $69 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Atta-Girl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Atta-Girl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Atta-Girl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Atta-Girl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Atta-Girl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
He'd be like, meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you at the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of soup with that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
About monster.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hola.
Complaining because she can't find clothes that fit. And I'd like to tell you that if you wore actual adult clothes instead of doll clothes.
I wear adult clothes, believe me.
You and Barbie can trade outfits. I know you can. Same size. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chickie.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby in his beautiful Las Vegas Raiders hat. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We've got a couple things going right now. Of course, the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. Our winner from yesterday, Tom Giroux, spoke to us on the phone.
We're in this love together.
That's Al Giroux, different spelling.
Sorry.
We also have right now going up our special Yeti Cooler Sweepstakes from Orange Insoles. It's a beautiful Yeti cooler full of beautiful orange insoles. You want to get in on the action. bobandtom.com/contest, or just go to orangeinsoles.com. Tell us your favorite Halloween-themed movie. It's that simple. Or your favorite episode. We've got a tribute to one of those coming up, but I thought we would break away from sports briefly to check in with Christy Lee. We had a story, I think Chick dug this up a couple days ago about a big
not
snake.
Actually, it was me, but that's okay.
Okay.
I was horrified. I think I was the most horrified.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were reading.
In Indonesia, authorities say a missing grandmother was swallowed whole by a 22-foot python.
I'm oddly turned on by this.
You're turned on by
Are you
it?
concerned?
Yeah, that's
Is
concerning.
it hot because she's old or because she's stuck?
I love all of it.
She's not that old. She's only 54.
So would you, how do I put this down? Think played with yourself while you're watching this? Do you think that would have helped or anything?
Could we get to the story?
According to CNN Indonesia, the family of the 54-year-old woman reported her missing after they say she went to collect rubber on a plantation near her home in Jambi.
Well, I'm going to go out to Jambi and get some rubber.
Officials told the outlet when the woman's husband went out looking for her, he found only her sandals, jacket, headscarf, and knife.
Well, sure, it's like unwrapping a burrito. Snake doesn't need all that.
And there was a snake in the corner going...
2 days after her disappearance, a search party discovered a reticulated python with a large bulge in his stomach.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Authorities told the Times of
If
India.
you saw the picture of the bulges, as I said yesterday, grandma-like.
This is a mere mannequin. I'll be on my way.
Residents
Grandma's missing. Look at the snake.
I'm always to blame.
That's right.
They issued a silver alert.
Residents cut the
Two
snake's
jokes in one there.
It's amazing.
belly open and discovered the woman's body
This is so
inside
gruesome.
largely intact.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah, when you read how you die when that happens, it's even worse.
You
Yeah,
just
it's awful, terrible.
suffocate, right?
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
your own bones probably break into your lungs and you can kind of drown in your own blood. But, yeah.
Does the snake bite you also?
They hold you
Yeah,
down.
they hold you with their fangs.
They hold you.
There's no venom, but
They don't have arms. They have to hold you with them.
So they have to squeeze you.
God. What? Was this at night?
Yes.
they love hunting it.
What if the snake is just lonely? And
What?
just wants to be loved.
Why?
And then accidentally Lenny'd it?
And hugs
Right.
grandma.
A little too much.
Little John Steinbeck there
Every
for
time
you.
that happens. Yeah, look at the rabbits, Lenny.
And then you just got to get rid of the evidence by eating it?
Yeah, that's right.
This is just so sad. Pat, you got a tribute to this?
I do. Grandma got swallowed by a python, collecting rubber from rubber trees. You can say snakes usually don't eat humans. Oh, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been working in the fields at the age of 54. Pretty young. A big old snake in Indonesia ate her in one bite and wanted more. When they found her the next morning in the belly of the beast, the python looked like it was pregnant, but it was Nana looking rough and quite deceased. Grandma got swallowed by a python, collecting rubber from rubber trees. Oh, you can say snakes usually don't eat humans. Oh, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Before phrase "quite deceased" is hilarious.
And so it's a reticulated python.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it was an articulated python, you could maybe talk him out of it.
Maybe.
You sure?
I say that. Sure. Could I go in feet first so I can wriggle out? How does this work exactly? This is about as gruesome a story as I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
That photo is rough.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
It's undeniable what happened there. Yeah.
Man.
Why would you go out looking for rubber at night?
At night. That's what I wanted to know.
The rubber tree plants are actually become phosphorescent at night. They light up a little bit, so you can.
I'm wondering was
it's easier to find the rubber strips.
This is one of those stories that makes you say, well, I'm sure glad I live here.
Yeah.
Unless you live, say, right next to a swamp in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Would they catch an 18-footer in the Everglades a couple days ago?
What those kids, they caught how many?
28?
28?
Yeah, the winner of the, $10,000.
Something like that, yeah. Good on him.
Yeah, well, we don't need any more of those.
It's right here. As soon as you Google it, rubber does glow in the dark when growing on a tree. Huh, that's fascinating.
Okay, I guess they're catching the Burmese pythons in the Everglades.
We are Burmese.
You're right, though. 28 was the first prize for a 19-year-old Matthew Concepcion.
Wow.
Wonder if he plays any baseball.
Dave Concepcion? Maybe he's related.
Good. Very good.
Now, these Burmese pythons, are they all clean-shaven?
What?
Burma shave?
Burma shave? Anything there? Anything there at all?
Burmese shave, yeah.
Does Burma shave come from Burma?
What does a reticulated python use to shave his face?
Yeah. Let's work this out. Yeah.
Herpetologists right now are rolling. They can't stand
it's
it.
like that chick. Hey, I'm number one with snake doctors everywhere.
Okay. Just to clarify, if they hadn't found the lady,
yes,
presumably once this giant snake ate the lady, wouldn't he just have to sit there for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, and probably would have just sat there.
Sit there
for days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can't move.
I gotta let this digest.
Exactly. But I digest.
And what about the bones?
The bones would turn sort of powdery,
mushy,
and it will eventually crap. But you know what it could also do? Pythons will have been known to do. I don't know about these giant reticulated ones, but they will regurgitate their meal, and they can.
And then eat it again.
And then eat it again. Yeah. So. Maybe in the old.
Okay, sorry about that. I shouldn't have asked people.
Well, often these big pythons eat children, not grandmas.
Coming up, we have on a much more humorous note. A kangaroo on the loose in the state of Indiana.
They'll eat children too.
They do not.
I think kangaroos freak me out. I don't like kangaroo. I don't like the looks of them.
Really?
They have been described.
So cute.
They have been described by a comedian friend of ours.
Chad Daniels says they should be called Tyrannosaurus deer,
which
100%.
That is one of the shortest, greatest jokes of all time.
Have you seen the kangaroos that look like they work out?
Yeah.
And they're all muscly.
They have the chest of a man.
Yes.
He just looks at you like, let's do this, bro.
Yeah, they're built like Charles Atlas.
We're doing some reps there, bro. Okay. Now, we have that coming up. Also, the world's fastest shoes in the news. Have you looked at the video of these?
No.
It's fantastic.
Fastest shoes?
Should I give him the story? I kept it.
And then
for
we have
myself.
the cutest rescue of dogs ever.
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of puppies on the second floor being rescued by the firemen. We'll find out about all these fun things.
And more sports coming up, including Tom Brady might have lost the football game last night, but he's still setting records, Daddy.
Okay, good.
I'll have the exact number of children eaten by pythons yearly.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out. Jimmy Mad Dog made us one of our favorites. A classic from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Mark Allison. Good morning. Your chance to win a Yeti cooler from orangeinsoles.com. It's pretty simple. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest to sign up. They're wanting you to tell us your favorite Halloween-themed movie or TV episode. That's it. And you could win that Yeti cooler. It's free, and it's going to be filled with their famous orange insoles. You can also go to orangeinsoles.com to sign up or to find out more about their product. I can tell you, I'm a happy user and wearer of the orange insoles. I've got them in right now. I'm wiggling my toes as we speak. Feels so good. I'm not kidding around. The orange insoles are the way to go, especially if you're up on your feet all day. Orangeinsoles.com. And again, you could win a free Yeti cooler from them. And good luck from all of us at the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lamar Jackson, 238 yards and 2 second-half touchdowns, lead the Baltimore Ravens to a come-from-behind 27-22 victory over Tom Brady and the struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers lost for the fifth time in 6 games following a 2-0 start, and the 45-year-old Brady finds himself riding a 3-game losing streak for the first time since 2002, his first season as a full-time starter with the New England Patriots. College football last night, North Carolina State wins, beating Virginia Tech, and number 14 Utah over Washington State. Major League Baseball, the World Series starts tonight in Houston. Justin Verlander remains in search of his first win in the World Series after going 0-6 with a 5.68 ERA and 7 series starts. Aaron Nola takes the mound for the Phillies. NBA winners last night, Oklahoma City, Golden State, and Memphis in regulation. Mavericks in overtime beating the Nets 129-125. NHL last night, your winners in regulation, Montreal, Boston, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Winnipeg, all winning, and San Jose in overtime beating the Maple Leafs. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
We had a guy die there. That's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He just hear he beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead?"
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam.
Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's diaper. Cops became suspicious when the combination of the two smells made the drug dog pee himself with excitement.
Yeah, dogs love diapers.
They
That's
do.
true.
Corporate sponsors are finally signing up with the International Gay Rodeo Association. The odd thing about a gay rodeo, after the long weekend, you never know exactly why your ass is sore.
Really?
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7.
There.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's over there and got his organ.
Oh, yeah, got it out.
And his git box.
Again?
There's
All
Josh
morning.
Arnold.
Hi, Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom with a special guest.
I'm so excited. You talk about the handsome factor in this room. And then when we're done with Ace, I look over to my right. I see comedian Greg Hahn.
Hey, thanks so much for having me here. How come Bobby Flay never wears a hairnet?
Hey!
That's a fair question.
When he cooks fish,
That's what I opened with.
when he cooks fish, it's fillet of soul. Thank you very much. Hey, how's it going there, Greg? It's good to see you.
Great.
Is that mic on, or is it just my ears? Okay.
Can you hear me okay? I feel great.
Okay.
Everything's good.
You can hear?
Chick, you like this hair color? You like this hair color?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, it's a nice hair color.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I call it time machine.
Oh, yeah?
Turn back the clock, baby.
Come on now.
Well, Greg, it's good to see you. We'll find out why you're here momentarily.
Yeah, why are you?
That was nice.
That's all the time we have for Greg. Thanks for coming in.
Greg, you never need a reason to come.
I enjoyed it.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of a sportscast, so you may want to go get some coffee.
Last night, in case you missed it, Tampa loses again. Baltimore Ravens put it on them in Tampa, 27-22. Tom Brady, he is a 3-game losing streak now for the first time since 2002, his first season as a full-time
But it's your contention that he's just not getting the support he needs from the rest of the team.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and if everybody else was different, he'd be doing better.
That's right.
That's exactly right. And Major League Baseball tonight. Do you care for the term the World Series?
No.
How do you feel about that?
No, it's awful.
Absolutely not. Okay. So I shouldn't go into that big hunk then, I guess.
Well, you can talk about the World Series, but saying World Series is just so lame.
Okay. Justin Verlander remains in search of his first World Series win. He's 0-6 with a 5.68 ERA and 7 series starts. He's 39 years old, and he can't wait to go home.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Kate's sitting there.
She is pretty.
He's the right-hander who'll start for the He'll be on the bump tonight for the Astros, Giants.
But I got a letter here, Chick.
Toe in the slab.
I hate to go back.
Aaron Nola for the Phillies.
One story. Dear Bob and Tom, I was watching the game last night. The Ravens rookie tight end, Isaiah Likely.
The only one of the, I think the only NFL player who's also an adverb. Yes.
Every time Al Michaels said likely with a great catch for 27 yards or likely with a touchdown, I heard Chick McGee going, not bloody likely.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I'm sorry, back to the World Series.
The roof at Minute Maid Park in Houston will be closed for Game 1 of the World Series. The problem is it takes 35 cents to open the roof.
Right.
And, they did not have the change.
Oh, they
Exactly.
didn't? Oh,
No
really?
one-
Hate when that happens.
Everything's credit cards now?
Everything's credit card.
Do they at least give it back to you like they do with the carts at Aldi, or do they keep it for good?
They keep it for good.
Wow, that's not
They're still paying off that roof.
That's how the stadium stays open. 35 cents every time the roof opens.
I love this credit card revolution, though. You go to the car wash and you don't have to have quarters anymore. Remember those days?
Yep.
Rate
Yeah,
the quarter jar.
of course.
Okay, well, I love that. Don't you love the car wash with the power spray? Sit there, sit back, and it's like you're doing some porno movie. Take that.
Boy, if I did think that way, I might enjoy it more.
You know what? Can I ask why you didn't say bitch there? I mean, because you really wanted to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know.
This is what's called restraint, which I've been failing to display most of this week. You know what I'm talking about, Greg?
Oh yeah. Okay. What do you mean the car wash? Do you feel productive when you're in the car wash?
Well, I like to go to the drive-through car wash.
Right.
Because I've got the thing where you pay by the month. I love that. I'll go through 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, you feel so productive.
But they also have the one at the same place where you put the credit card in, you get the big squirter thing, like the power washer thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
For those cars that can't go through the...
I thought that's the one you like the best, though. The vacuum and the wand.
Yeah, the wand, the vacuum, the blower thing. Shh.
You ever scratch the paint accidentally with one of those things?
No.
Oh, you can do it.
Go up your wheels and go, yeah, really? I'm in charge of you, buddy. Get all that dirt off them.
So you don't go to therapy. You just wash your car and you pretend it's your enemy as you spray it with something?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's got to be kind of cathartic.
Going through the car wash, it cleanses your soul. You didn't know?
I love going through the car wash.
Oh, me too.
I don't like doing the washing myself.
It's much like I think in your tradition, your Catholic tradition, Christy, you go to the confessional.
Sure.
It's very similar.
Remember when we had antennas and that would get ripped off? That was fun. And the roof would get ripped off.
That wasn't fun.
You'd have to complain to the guy, and then you'd buy a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, they stored them for me at the car dealership. I did it so many times.
The car wash I go to, there must be some sort of problem with rodents or something, or skunks, because every time I go through the car wash, it smells like there's like 6 or 7 skunks.
Oh, yeah, that could be an issue.
Running around, and it's not really in a rural area, but man.
They'll get in there, though, won't they?
Yeah. Really, really.
Last time I went through, it smelled like the guy in front of me was smoking a bale of pot.
Where were we? The Phillies are leading a sports renaissance in Philadelphia, Pat. They are in the World Series for the first time since 2009. They're trying to win the series.
Boy, Godspeed to the umps.
The Philadelphia Eagles, oh, man. Eagles are 6-0, the last undefeated team in the NFL. And the Philadelphia Union are 1 win away from playing for the Major League Soccer Championship.
The PU?
That's right. And celebrity fans like Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller are Phillies fans. What do you think of that? How about that, Tom? You know who Miles Teller is?
Of course. That was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah. What was it called? Top Gun?
Maverick.
Maverick, yeah. Did you see that, chick?
I did.
Hahn, did you see it?
I loved it. Great.
Yeah, good stuff.
It was really good.
Super duper.
Did you look to the person next to you and go, this is super duper?
Is that right?
Now, we were talking...
Outstanding.
Since I think we can reset now because we've had enough pre-series, whatever it is. Greg Hahn is here with us. Greg, have you ever heard the song Monster Mash?
I've heard that song. It's a classic, isn't it?
That's what I say. It's an absolute classic.
What's happening?
Well, then we got talking about Frankenstein, and the Frankenstein monster.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They'll often say, "Oh, that's Frankenstein," or Frankenstein is the doctor's name.
Oh,
you knew that, didn't you? The monster is the Frankenstein monster.
Okay, you got to put monster on the end.
Yeah, we got talking about the movie Young Frankenstein, classic movie. And one of your favorites, is that correct, Chick?
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
This is a comedian, Carlos Alazraqui.
Yeah, funny guy.
Talking about a great scene in that movie, and I'll just play this. This is he can do the Gene Wilder voice. Well, you hear it right here.
My favorite Gene Wilder movie is Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I can do anything you want from that movie.
I think the funniest scene in the history of movies is when he says, "Whatever I do, if I go in there,
whatever I do, no matter what you hear." No matter what I say, and I want you to listen to me, no matter how bad it gets, do not open this door. Do you hear me? Do not open this door. Hey there, handsome. Oh, my God. Let me out. Open the door. It was a joke.
You stupid son of a bitch. Open this door.
My favorite speech from the movie is, first of all, my favorite one-word impression is, said again?
Yes.
Said the dirty word. My favorite speech, because I've used this, I've lost some jobs in Hollywood. I was let go off Reno 911, and people say, "How did you react?" I said, I was brave at first. I was like Gene Wilder, like, no, be of good cheer. If Hollywood teaches us anything, It teaches us that we must accept our successes as well as our failures with quiet dignity and grace. You son of a bitch bastard! What did you do to me? What did you do to me? I don't want to live. I do not want to live. Mama!
Carlos Alazraqui as Gene Wilder. I would highly recommend Gene Wilder's book, Kiss Me Like a Stranger, I think it's called. Or Mel Brooks has got a whole thing talking about young Frankenstein out there now. Now, we go back to the sports page with Chick McGee. Everything okay over there?
Well, it looks like we've got one of these. Stupid world record. It's the world's fastest shoes. Developers promise to increase your walking speed by 250%. The shoes called Moonwalkers strap onto any shoe.
What?
So they're not actually shoes.
They're shoes for your shoes?
I talked myself right out of it.
Oh, my God.
I thought this sounded stupid till I saw the video. Have you seen the video, Christy?
Strap onto any shoe and feature 5 sets of wheels as well as a 300-watt electric motor.
All right.
There you go.
It's so cool.
Yeah, but they're not shoes.
They're not shoes. They're like skates.
They're electric roller
They
skates.
look like electric, exactly.
The shoes feature a top speed of 7 miles per hour. They are also artificially intelligent to adapt to the user's walking gait.
I kind of like them.
They look super cool. This guy's walking through like a downtown area, and he's just flying.
It looks
by
like it'd be
everybody.
fun.
And he's just walking. He's not skating.
It's like when you're walking on one of those people movers on the airport.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Moonwalker's not a good name.
No?
Arch nemesis.
Yeah, Moonwalker implies you're going backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but they're cool. They're not out yet. They're looking to raise money. But
They're chick.
they're very cool.
There's an ad that popped up earlier.
Oh,
I hear they can get Kanye West as a spokesman cheap.
Oh.
I guess he's a shoe guy, right?
Yeah.
How's he doing? So what's his name now? They calls himself Ye?
Yay.
Kanye.
Yay.
Kanye.
Yay.
Okay, he's a jerk.
Just yay.
Okay.
Well, you keep talking about him. Let's not bring him up anymore.
Okay, well.
He seems to be open to interviews, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I bet we could get him.
Yeah, he'll damn near talk to
No thanks.
Don't. Please don't.
Let's get him and Andy Kindler on.
There we go.
Oh, now you got something.
Oh, boy.
More sports coming up, including another world record.
And an update of a snake that will scare the living heck out of all of us.
Okay.
All right, sir.
I like these walking shoes. I hope they make these things. They're really cool. Remember the what were they called? Heelys?
I loved Heelys.
They're still out there. Absolutely.
I remember when they banned them at the mall. Remember these things, Josh? Kids,
Yeah, of course.
they'd go
What'd they do?
flying. They were like tennis shoes, but they had wheels in the
on the
back.
back.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just go flying by people.
Willie, did you have to click down with your hand to set the wheel so you could use it, or do you just like bang your heels together and the wheel would pop out? Or how
Yeah, you had to kind of click it in. You had to click it in. It was a regular shoe. You had a wheel. You clicked it in.
Heelys were really popular with pediatric surgeons. They loved them.
Yeah, so you're implying primarily orthopedic guys?
Right.
Okay. By the way, did I mention that the very handsome Greg Hahn
he's
is going to be at the Funny Bone in Columbus coming up November 10th. Then it'll be Wiley's in Dayton the 11th and 12th. He's going to be in Sarasota at McCurdy's coming up in mid-November. Then it'll be, is it Monticello or do they go with Monticello, Illinois?
Either one. Both good.
Okay. Right now we have Chick McGee across the way. I can see him from here.
Hi, buddy. How are
Talking
you?
about how you like being home and safe.
That's right, man. Oh, and it's coming up. You know, it's coming up. Big weekend. I don't have to move. I've got all this entertainment delivered to me out of the thin air and a secure compound because I have Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. And this just in, Simply Safe named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report. At Simply Safe, your safety is all that matters. Simply Safe blankets your home in protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. HD security cameras for inside and out. Thank you. And even hazard sensors that instantly detect fires, floods, and other threats to your home. Their monitoring experts use proprietary advanced response technology. That's what they were doing there, just testing it real quick, to visually confirm when a break-in is real so you can get the highest priority police dispatch. And 24/7 professional monitoring costs under $1 a day. Do not miss this chance to save big when you protect your home with the best. This is the security system you've heard us talk about. It's do it yourself, design it yourself. And now, listen to this deal, 40% off your order when you visit simplysafetom.com today. Customize the perfect system for your home. Install it yourself in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com right now. 40% off. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you, Chick. Coming up, comedian Greg Hahn hanging out with us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Who's that knocking on my front door? I'm watching the game, it's 3:45. There's a tiny Spider-Man saying trick or treat. I'm in my boxer shorts, all out of sweets. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no idea it's Halloween. I've got no candy in the house, man, that's a drag. Cause Baby Yoda's on my porch, holding the bag. I've got no Snickers, Reese's Cups, or Hershey bars. I have Chinese takeout and a couple cigars. The lights are off so I can't be seen. I'm a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no idea it's Halloween. I've got toothpaste, vitamins, and pizza crust, Advil, Sudafed, and Cheeto dust, a fifth of Crown Royal and a couple of beers, unpaid bills and a summons to appear. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no job, no idea it's Halloween. Who's that knocking on my front door?
Trick or treat!
You have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Friday, 8 p.m.
Hi, excuse me. I'm having a dinner party and I've run out of coffee. Might I borrow some?
Sure. Here you go.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me. Could I trouble you again for some more coffee?
I just gave you some 10 minutes ago.
I know, but my guests are really big coffee drinkers.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Do you live here alone?
Yeah, why?
Shortly thereafter.
You again?
I need more coffee.
It's impossible.
Okay, but it is possible that you want me.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that.
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
Coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
Need some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it.
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
photography. You know, people don't go. Yeah, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No.
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thug downtown. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? I'll come over for dinner.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
That's right, buddy.
There's Pat Godwin, music.
Hello, chick.
Hi, there's Josh Arnold. That's comedy.
Tom?
You got any Vaseline over there?
Oh, yeah, why, you have chaplets?
No, I'm going to cram that thing up here.
Cool. Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee with World Record. And here's Tom Griswold, and we have one of the Bob and Tom legends.
Oh, I'm very excited. Comedian Greg Hahn has joined us. He's got a big Ohio swing coming up at the Funny Bone, Columbus, Ohio, November 10th, and the 11th and 12th at the Wiley's Comedy Club in Dayton. Also coming up, Illinois. We got something going on in Sarasota, Florida. Details. But I got to tell you this. New Year's Eve, December 31. It's going to be the Diamond Joe Casino in Northwoods, Iowa, with Willie G and Greg Hahn.
Willie G, the most sought-after opening act in the country.
New Year's Eve.
Ripped it up. Sorry, chick.
New Year's Eve this year is going to be December 31st. Is that right?
Well, your idea to do it on a Monday, which I want to do the same thing. Get Christmas on a Monday every year. That way, you get the 3-day weekend.
Nice.
But,
okay.
It's like they do with some other holidays, like President's Day and stuff. Really seems kind of disrespectful, doesn't it? Hey, Abe, thanks for all that stuff you did, but you're sticking your birthday on a Monday.
You think they'll ever move Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything like that?
No.
Why? What for? How come?
I don't know. Make it
for fun?
easier. Yeah, like make it a Monday or something.
Well, Thanksgiving, they already did that. It's
That's
on Thursday.
what Tom just said.
No, why don't they do that? Why don't I mean really?
Because it's a religious holiday, you idiot.
He's born in March.
Come on.
Okay.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, they say he's born in March.
It's a fact that Coca-Cola started the Santa Claus and the snow and Christmas.
No, it's a
in the
fact that
winter.
Santa Claus is real, you moron.
That's what I said.
Okay. Fortunately, we can change the subject.
Hello, Bob and Tom show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hi, Donnie.
I know Hahn's in there. I'll keep it brief. Hey, has this ever happened to you? My buddy Phil Mosier here at work said he's going out for Chinese food for lunch yesterday.
Right.
And he asked if I want anything.
Okay.
And of course I did, but the fact remains I don't know how to pronounce it. Because usually I just eat 100% like authentic American food. Like pizza, spaghetti, tacos, stuff like that.
Well, I'm not sure pizzas and spaghetti tacos are necessarily American.
Just let him go.
Well, whatever, Bobby Flays. That's the exact same diet that gave us pro golfer John Daly, and ain't no more American than him.
I can't argue with that.
His pants look like the flag. But here's the other thing about eating Chinese food. I don't really know how to use chopsticks regular. And what bugs me is the guys here at work sort of look up to me because I'm the only one here that's ever traveled out of state.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God. Hell, Jamie Barnes ain't never left the county.
No?
Mainly because of his ankle monitor. But the last time I used chopsticks in the break room, one got away from me and took out Debbie Kendall's left eye.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't feel bad for him. Hell, he's still living high on a hog off them disability checks.
Oh.
Not to mention the forklift driver that replaced him. Josh has the best set of natural hammers in the whole warehouse.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
Swear to God, I'll hook you up. Anyways, when I've tried to use chopsticks, it takes me about a half hour just to stab one little grain of rice. It's a chore. And I think it sort of affects their image of me being a well-seasoned, cultured world traveler.
Donnie, you're not supposed to stab the food. You're supposed to pick it up, kind of like tweezers.
Yeah.
I ain't doing surgery, Tom. They're not tongs, dumbass. Not to mention, my fingers don't work like that. Just ask Angel Skinner's.
Oh.
Yeah, I got one finger. It's in the third base Hall of Fame.
Oh, God.
You ought to see me work a fidget spinner. So anyways, my buddy Phil starts rattling off all these things on the Chinese menu, asks if I want a crab rangoons. Crab rangoons. I'm pretty sure that was a Brooke Shields movie.
That was, what, Blue Lagoon,
Blue
maybe?
Lagoon, yes.
See what I mean? Half the names ain't even appetizing. I mean, Mugu Gaipan just sounds like a health code violation. I'll say it right to General Chow's face. So long story short is another day of eating lunch out of the vending machine again. But at least I can pronounce all the American food in there, like, Funyuns, Sun Chips, and Cheez-Its.
Okay.
And all the foods that fueled the fire during the Cold War. I'm going to go.
Thanks, Donnie.
Enjoy your dinner.
Order the poo-poo chicken. I get the poo-poo chicken. Delicious. Or mix it up and get the chicken poo-poo. Both good.
Very good. We return to the sports desk with Mr. McGee. What did we miss over there?
One more. Here we go. Stupid world record. A gentleman by the name of Zion Clark.
I knew it.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry. A little bit of Firesign Theater there.
Once again, this gentleman's name is Zion Clark. He's an athlete, but he was born without legs.
Yeah?
He's broken 2 Guinness World Records. Earlier this month, he achieved the record titles for the highest box jump with his hands.
This is unbelievable. Watch this guy doing this. He's on the ground, and it's like he shoves himself up.
And just shoots up?
Yeah, and then...
You know what? I knew I was going to enjoy him explaining this. I had no idea how much.
Well, this is radio. The guy's an incredible athlete.
Yeah. Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he?
Probably on the ground somewhere.
I know he went to Kent State, and he's the guy. That's miraculous.
Kent State, so he didn't have to duck.
No, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't mention that because some jackass like Josh will.
Insensitive for 2 different reasons.
You throw rocks at guys with guns.
All right, okay.
All right. Now, we need your explaining talent over there, Tom. The highest box jump with his hands and the most diamond push-ups in 3 minutes. What are those?
Do you know what diamond push-ups are?
You put your hands, make a diamond with your thumb and index finger.
They're called tricep push-ups a lot.
Impossible.
Yeah.
For me.
They're hard to do.
I mean, admittedly, I'm not going to say that. It's just too cruel. This guy's he's a tremendous athlete.
So he's doing push-ups like on his hand, like a handstand.
I'll tell you, it would be pretty funny, though. If you went to a magic show.
Yeah. Oh. You're right.
And this guy, he did the old saw the thing.
This guy's an amazing athlete.
I know. I'm saying that'd be a great Halloween trick.
Side gig, yeah.
Yeah, I bet the guy would do it for Halloween.
I get the box jump thing just with his hands.
Right.
That's something. But this diamond push-up thing,
I have a feeling
that
his
far less to lift.
Yeah, but he has to be on a handstand.
Exactly.
Like in a
I bet
position.
I bet his waist isn't touching the ground.
Yeah,
how much does a leg weigh? Come on.
But look at this guy's arm. This guy could strangle you with one hand. In fact, I'd pay to see that.
Is that what you think? He would come in here and he would immediately see me as the one to strangle? You think
this is awesome. So how far did he run on his arms? Or his hands, rather?
Well, I'll get to that here in just a second.
So you don't like my magician idea?
I do, and I think it would be
ta-da, and then people are screaming. And
right.
Never mind.
I like it.
Okay, thank you.
This gentleman, once again, his name is Zion Clark.
Oh, sorry. You ready?
Zion,
almighty Zion.
Like Clark Bar, but fun size in this case.
He had 248 diamond push-ups in 3 minutes.
Wow.
And the 33-inch tall box jump using nothing but his own two hands.
Hey, Pat, have you seen a 32-inch box?
I have in my day.
Oh, guys.
I've been around.
Guys.
Well, you really
Find my keys and we'll drive out. I believe is that joke.
Son of a gun, you've got large hands.
Hey, you left it in the sink. Thank you.
Zion's 2 new records add to his growing list of achievements, including All-American wrestler at Kent State. Oh, well, come on. There's less to grab if you're wrestling him.
You got to stop
This is unfair.
Plus, you kind of don't want to touch him.
No.
This is weird. I'm just saying. It's got the creep factor has to come in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's a 2-time state track champion. Well, that's got to be a discus.
Well, how's he a
discus or a javelin or a shot put or
I think it's time to move on to a new topic.
You can't.
No, this is an important
I'm not creeped out. I'd try to strangle him right away.
Good defense. Good offense.
Yeah, right. Just right for the throat.
That's right.
Come here.
I want to do a palate cleanser. Is that possible?
Sure.
Christy?
Yeah,
Can
what do
you
you
do the
wanna
story
do?
about the dog rescue? This is my favorite story of the day.
Oh, here's video of that guy wrestling. Oh, the other guy has him in a phantom leg bar.
You can't stop.
Firefighters in Alabama rescued over a dozen dogs from a roof of a kennel
They have all their
following
legs?
an evacuation. I don't know if they have all their legs. I didn't check.
Don't humor him.
Jay Barrett from the Kennel Dog Days of
We'll
Birmingham
all share it. Oh.
said 2 workers and several animals began having what appeared to be breathing difficulties after a contractor put new sealant on a floor that was being refinished.
Oh.
The fumes forced an evacuation of 13 large dogs that were housed on the 2nd floor, and they were taken to a rooftop play area. Firefighters used a ladder truck parked beside the building to carry the animals off the roof.
Isn't this the cutest rescue ever?
Yes, how did they not warn them?
Barrett said the humans are all fine. We did take 5 dogs to the vet as precaution. All were cleared, though, and returned to their owners.
They asked the dogs where they were, and they went, roof.
Hey, we'll be right up.
Roof. Sorry, I can't even do it. It's so stupid. I'm sorry. Greg, you try saying roof.
Yeah. Okay, it's a good thing they weren't on the 2nd floor. Dogs can park there.
But this is going to be the greatest calendar ever. You've got firefighters, always good calendars.
Well, usually they are.
And then dogs.
Yeah.
I've never had a dog of the month calendar. I love dogs.
The latest firefighter calendar out of Australia is out, and there's a lot of kittens. One guy's holding a kitten. Not that I've looked at it.
A lot of hoses hanging out on
A lot of kittens, a lot of xylophones being swallowed, yeah.
I have a vet story if you'd like to hear it. We've been talking about snakes.
Yes.
And some people have been, recently a grandmother was
eaten alive by a reticulated python.
Right.
In Indonesia.
When they get large, a lot of people like to keep pet snakes.
Sure.
I had one for a little while. Well, Ed says, my friend and I were talking about that python story of the grandma. He shared a story of a woman who had a constrictor species of snake. So it was a python or a boa. Every night, the snake would lie straight on the bed beside her.
This is an old internet thing. I grew up with this story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard this about. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, but this is.
She thought something was wrong with it and took the snake to the vet. The vet told her, no, there's nothing wrong with the snake. He's measuring you. She asked for clarification. He said the snake is measuring you to see if he's large enough to eat you.
Oh, so is this an urban legend?
My friend Kendall told me this happened to her aunt, and then at camp I heard this story again a couple years later. And
Gotcha.
It's a big internet thing. It was everywhere for a while.
It may be an actual thing that snakes do. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be.
Sounds like an urban legend to me, but
well, sure. The wind was sort of blown out of the sails of that.
So they were taking doggies down. They were taking doggies down with the hook and ladder. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen.
All rescued, all fine.
Yeah, all the dogs made it out alive. They're all good. So just a sweet, happy story.
When I get a dog, I'm going to name it Willard.
Yeah, why's that?
Just nothing. Go ahead. Next topic. Christy, what's in the news?
Well, actually, that leads to a story. We have the new rat survey is out.
Hold on. You guys are jumping around like...
the question
Turns
is...
out Round and Round still their best song.
What kind of snake did you have,
rattiest city
Josh?
in the United States is...
Where are the most rats in the U.S. of A per capita?
New York City.
You want to
Washington, D.C.
Guess again.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Chicago.
Chicago. For the 8th year in a row, pest control company Orkin released its list of the top 50 rodent-infested metropolitan regions based on the number of residential and commercial rodent removal jobs the company performed over the last year.
Isn't there a documentary called Rats?
Yes.
And they did it in Chicago. And they're walking down the street in the middle of the night, and the guy goes, "Look at this!" And he has this big long stick, and he starts pounding it on the street. And there's a pile of garbage, and these rats, this whole pile just comes alive with like 1,000 rats.
New York City came in second, Los Angeles third. Orkin said the pandemic gave rise to outdoor dining structures that provided rodents, quote, a perfect place to dine, live, and multiply.
No, and all the New York rats are saying, our pizza's better. Pizza Rat is the most famous of all the rats. Oh, God. Well, congrats to Chicago. The rat is now the official rodent of Illinois. That's distressing, is it not? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move forward.
They spread
here.
disease, do they not?
So so that's a pretty good palate cleanser. And now, do you want to give us a teaser in sports, Chick?
I just wrapped up.
And I've got an email here. It says this woman once was in the back of a car with her boyfriend, and there was they listened on the radio, and there was a escaped murderer with a hook.
Oh, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And,
Is this from the same guy that sent you the snake thing?
It is. And he says, we'll finish it later.
If you want to get serious, Snopes says that story is false. Pythons don't measure their prey before going after their meals.
I don't trust Snopes.
They grab, they squeeze, they eat. They don't care the size.
Find out who's Snope and Snopes, okay?
Okay. If you live in the state of Maine, that license plate may be coming off your car. Oh, yes. So they're after those obscene license plates when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show right there on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Of course, we're in a break right now, but once we come back, you'll be able to see in the studio, see what's going on, see all the folks that make up the Bob and Tom Show. You should have tuned in yesterday with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio. No, not to see Duke or the horn players, to see the Steven Singer singers. Yeah, that was worth watching. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. It's probably still on there from yesterday, and you can go look at the Steven Singer singers and see what I'm talking about. Hubba, hubba. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Two people familiar with the deal say that Elon Musk is now in control of Twitter and has ousted the CEO, chief financial officer, and the company's chief lawyer. The people wouldn't say if all the paperwork for the sale, originally valued at $44 billion, had been signed off on or if the deal is closed. Neither person wanted to be identified because of the sensitive nature of the moves. However, it's happened. The departures come just hours before the deal was expected to be finalized Friday, the deadline set by a Delaware judge who threatened to schedule a trial if no agreement was reached. Shares mostly lower in Asia after a mixed session on Wall Street where tech sector losses offset gains in other parts of the market. Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index slipped as the government was preparing about $490 billion in stimulus spending to help the world's number 3 economy cope with inflation. On Thursday, Facebook's parent company, Meta Platforms, lost another 1/4 of its value after reporting a second straight quarter of revenue decline. Meta's slump helped pull the NASDAQ down 1.6%. Markets did get some encouraging news as the government reported the U.S. economy returned to growth in the last quarter, expanding 2.6%. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I bought a bag of ice at a big box store. They gave me a receipt for the bag of ice. I went to the ice kiosk.
Yeah.
Yes.
I opened the door, no ice. Right. As I was leaving the parking lot, I noticed they had one of those little gasoline convenience stores out in the middle of the parking lot, like they do with another bag, another ice kiosk.
Right.
So I thought, I'll just grab a bag of ice out of there.
Right.
Which I did and drove away.
But they're connected, aren't they? Wouldn't it be
and we
the
found out, somebody wrote in and said those are actually 2 separate entities.
Oh.
That's none of my business.
Not your fault.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah, the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
I want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching rail criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening.
Hi, how are you? It's amazing, isn't it? You know, I was just simply amazed at, well, never mind. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi, chick.
I need a massage, Tom. Would you massage me?
I got you, buddy.
Would anybody but Josh massage me? That would be nice.
These hands are magic.
Willie, I don't know.
I got you.
Pat, I got a curveball coming your way.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with a special guest.
Oh, he's a legend.
Check him out.
He's one of my favorite human beings. He is Greg Hahn. And November 10th, he'll be in Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone, one night only. Then it's going to be Dayton's Wiley's Comedy Club, November 11th and 12th. Soon he'll be stopping in Sarasota, Monticello, Illinois. And then this is the big one, December 31, which is New Year's Eve this year. It's the Northwoods, Iowa Diamond Joe Casino. Willie G, the opener.
Yeah.
And Greg Hahn.
Fun.
That'll be fun.
This is great. Bob and Tom Show. This is where you get discovered, baby.
Heck yeah.
Never mind Hollywood. It all happens here for comics. Seriously, it's the best.
Now, what's happening in your love life? You haven't talked about this. You got a special lady right now?
Throw him under the bus right away.
Well,
are you dating? I mean, is what?
Willie. We were on tour with little lady Lulu. Little Lulu. Brought Lulu on tour. Lane talks like this.
Sweet little lady Greg was hanging out
How you
with.
doing, Lane?
She's my
She's the best.
That's how she talks.
Yeah. She's great. How do you feel? Wow.
Sounds like a sweet
Lovely.
girl.
Darling. Yes.
Now, we were talking about a news story, Christy, the Rat Award.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, going to Chicago.
Yeah.
A lot of rats there.
A lot of rats.
I was thinking maybe they should, what eats rats?
Snakes.
Oh, hey.
They could
there
release
you go.
snakes everywhere. That might be helpful. Or cats.
Wow.
Birds will take them away. You know, you don't take a rat and put it in your trash. Just lay it outside, and a hawk will come by, free pickup.
So I did a little homework here. Pat, I don't know if you remember this story. Here's the headline: Chicago overrun with cats. The organization known as Chicago Community Cats said that there are an estimated 200,000 stray cats in Chicago. They're trying their best to attend to sick and injured feral cats, and it's a very, very serious problem.
Well, then why can't the two get together? The cats eat the rats.
You'd think that would be,
Come on.
It'd be a fix there. But don't you have a tribute to that?
I do. I remember this. Chicago cats, they're getting frisky nightly. Chicago cats, making too many babies. Chicago cats, their nuts still intact. Chicago cats, they could be carrying rabies. Well, there's 200,000 and something stray cats in Chicago. When every night without fail, they're getting more tail than I do. Yeah, the places that neutered them are shut down because of the coronavirus. So the cats are sticking out their tongues and asses like Miley Cyrus, yeah. Oh, Chicago cats are fierce and they're furry. Chicago cats, spay them in a hurry. I was walking through the streets at night on my way to a grocery food store. And there were kitties on the sidewalks like the Bond character, Pussy Galore. I've been alone now for a while myself and feeling a mighty bit frisky. Oh, her name was Yolanda, and I went for it even though it was risky. Like a Chicago cat.
Oh, thank you very much. A little tribute. And I don't know why the cats aren't killing the rats, Christy. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
You think they'd even out. What else is happening at the news desk?
Well, Pat Kangaroo is on the loose in Indiana.
Oh, jeez.
It was being kept by a man in Carroll County. It went missing Sunday afternoon near the town of Patton.
Tom, you coughing over there?
Are you okay?
Kangaroo's upset.
Poor guy.
Wrong pipe.
Family and friends of the kangaroo's owner have been searching the surrounding areas. Law enforcement and animal control in the area are not aiding in the search. The sheriff said, but the owner does have proper permits to own kangaroos. So
Okay.
Well, if you find the kangaroo, you'll know it's the right one because they keep the permit in that pouch.
Yeah. I mean, why would you?
Have you tried that new kangaroo beer? It's not very good. Too many hops.
Chick, you want to take that?
Write that down. Use that one.
I can't eat kangaroo. I know that. It makes me jumpy.
That's right. You will rue the day if you.
Very good. Very good. These are all great jokes.
We did all 3 kangaroo jokes.
We hit them all. Okay, sorry.
I wonder if his name is Joey. Do you think all kangaroos are called Joey? Yeah.
Was it? What is that? A Joey is what, a baby kangaroo?
Mm-hmm.
Both, is that either male or female? They're still a Joey?
No, I thought the female was
Josephine.
I thought it was something else we learned.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were all Joeys.
I'll find out. We've got internet.
Joey's, and then the girls are Rachel's. It's a friend's.
Ah, gotcha.
How you doing?
You don't like that? You don't care for that? I think the little baby kangaroos should be named Phil because they fill the little pouch. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
I can tell you guys love that. Greg loves it. Josh loves it. Chick.
You know, mama kangaroos hate it when it rains.
Why?
Because the kids have to play inside.
All right, that was
Christy's right.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, they're all called Joeys.
That's what I thought.
And then a female kangaroo is called a doe. A male kangaroo is called a boomer.
Oh.
Huh. Whatever, boomer.
Wow.
Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
I'm a boomer. I don't know.
I'm sorry. What is a female is a doe just like a deer?
Yep.
But the male is a... Okay, I had no idea. What's a
Speaking
sweet story?
A doe?
You know, I think
a
that...
female?
this.
Can they kill people?
Yeah, they really can.
We had very rarely. We had one last year.
They'll kick one to death.
It depends on what kind of kangaroo you're talking about.
If you get a hold of a killer kangaroo.
I mean, the bigger.
You get one that's on the loose, that's also on the lam because they jumped bail.
They all look like they can bench 250.
I'm telling you,
you look at a kangaroo, it's like, do you even lift, bruh? That's what they say to you.
There's some little like red kangaroos.
Kind of a new meme type thing.
Hey, U.S. Customs officials.
Wait a minute, I'm not done with kangaroos yet. Hang on. Have you seen the muscled kangaroo?
Yeah, I have seen that guy.
It's freaky.
It's the creepiest thing you've
Is it real?
Very visual.
It's very real.
Look at that, man. I'm over. I'm going to go press. I'm going to go smash, man.
Our listeners can't see it.
Tom's not even looking at you.
No, I'm trying to find this thing where the kangaroo killed the guy.
But they don't punch, though, do they?
Yeah, they will punch.
Kick, too.
Oh, they kick like crazy.
Yeah.
They kick a hole right in your stomach.
And they'll bite you.
Oh, here's a cool
They'll
one.
bite you.
Some carry knives.
Your butt.
This guy made kangaroo meat chili and served it to students without telling them.
Well, if you told them, they wouldn't have eaten it.
Wow. Yikes. I wonder if you served it on pita bread.
Pita bread?
Yeah, it's got a pocket.
It's got a pocket.
Little chili on pita bread.
Did you see Josh? He was genuinely defeated. Now, what was your remark about the guy fed the students kangaroo meat and didn't tell
Tom said he didn't tell. He said, of course not. They wouldn't have eaten it.
And it was the quietest you've ever heard.
Christy, ever tasted a guy named Joey? Oh, no, never mind.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, here we go. Here's the kangaroo attack story, I think.
All right.
Yeah, here we go. Yikes.
Here's Tom with more.
Associated Press.
Yeah.
They're saying a man was killed by a kangaroo in a rare fatal attack. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
So did it kick him to death?
77-year-old.
Oh, well, the guy didn't stand a chance.
I'll run as fast as I can. Son of a rule.
It wasn't a boxing match.
Police said the victim had been keeping the wild kangaroo as a pet, so in other words, he deserved it. It's the first fatal kangaroo attack in Australia since 1936.
Yikes.
God.
And that year, there was dozens of kangaroo deaths. It was really bad. They were attacking.
Yikes. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Christy, is that
Speaking of that, the U.S. Customs officials are reminding travelers that pet pigs are not allowed in the United States. Officers from the Otay Mesa Port of Entry in California.
Otay.
Thank you. Let's whiten that up a little more.
Otay.
Otay.
Yeah.
Otay Mesa. It's a port of entry in California.
The table is okay. Mesa meaning table.
They encountered a black miniature-sized pet pig accompanied by a 63-year-old male traveler. They were informed by a CBP agricultural specialist that live pigs are not allowed entry into the U.S. without a required veterinary service permit. The owners voluntarily returned their pet pig back to Mexico.
Send it back.
Rosa Hernandez, director of field operations of San Diego, said, quote, "While many travelers would like to cross pets of different breeds into the U.S., we must ensure that we mitigate potential diseases from animals that come from other countries." Well, that makes sense.
The little pig was seeking asylum, though.
Yeah.
From wolves.
Oh.
They like to eat them, you see.
Yeah, many stories
little pigs.
around.
Very tasty. Yeah, the wolves love good sausage.
Love a
Chorizo.
I know Mr. Hahn likes to keep his emotional support hog in his pants. That's the rumor. Nice. That's what I'm hearing.
Very nice.
I'm hearing.
You ever wake up with a pig, Tom?
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe so. Okay. I'm sorry. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Well, we have a restaurant for dogs coming up, and we have a guy who posed as a dead body on TikTok for 321 days. Now he's going to be a TV star.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have a tribute to this guy. I'm very excited about this.
And a restaurant for dogs, how do they serve it?
How do they serve dogs?
Quietly, apparently.
No, it's for dogs.
You're not wrong, Tom.
I don't think we've ever had something like that from one person, or that, and the second one was quieter than the first time.
Oh no, I've had these days before. Yes. This won't be the last either.
We're going to come back. We're going to emphasize having Greg on here in the interest of getting a call response kind of situation.
If you want to learn to meditate, listen to us. A lot of quiet moments here. Very quiet.
Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hey, what are you doing out there, everybody? Listening to Bob and Tom 24/7? That is a very good call. You know, you've got lots of podcasts from the Bob and Tom Show you can download and listen to over the weekend. A little extra Bob and Tom for you. Check it out at bobandtom.com/podcast. They are free to download, free to listen to, free to enjoy. The Bits and Pieces podcast, to dive into the archives where they research and look at bits and pieces from the Bob and Tom Show. This is a great podcast if you're a longtime listener or if you're just starting out and want to know what the heck's going on. I highly recommend the Bits and Pieces podcast. Willie Griswold, Tom's son, is one of the hosts, as well as the two Jesses, Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth, Jess Hooker, the Cooker, and Jason Hoffsets as well. It takes 4 co-hosts for the Bits and Pieces podcast, but they have a lot of fun. Check it out at bobandtom.com/podcast.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. 2 NASA spacecraft at Mars have recorded the biggest meteor strikes and impact craters to date. Scientists reported yesterday that last year's barrages sent seismic surface waves rippling thousands of miles across Mars, the first ever detected near the surface of another planet. The impacts carved out craters nearly 500 feet across. The larger of the 2 churned out boulder-sized slabs of ice. An Arkansas motorcyclist is expected to survive after he was engulfed by a fireball when a state trooper used a taser on him during a traffic stop. Arkansas State Police say 38-year-old Christopher Gaylor was carrying a backpack full of gasoline when the trooper used the taser during a traffic stop. The video shows a trooper attempting to pull over Gaylor, and a high-speed chase ensued. Gaylor jumped from the motorcycle in a residential area of North Little Rock and was consumed by flames after the trooper used the taser. Troopers extinguished the blaze, providing medical care to Gaylor. State police say the man remains hospitalized but is expected to recover. And today's release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 continues a nearly 2-decade run for California-based Activision's Blizzard's wildly popular military shooting game franchise. New installments of the game can rival Hollywood's biggest blockbusters if you've not seen it. But the battle right now is happening off-screen as Call of Duty is at the center of a corporate tug-of-war between Microsoft's Xbox and Sony's PlayStation over Microsoft's pending $69 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the
Hey, hi,
way.
this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey there, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
At the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee and doing the oldest thing I've ever done up to this point in my life.
Which is?
I have a caramel in my mouth. And here's Tom.
Is it
A Werther's?
No, it's a chewy. It's a chewy caramel. Oh, really good.
I'm not teasing you here. My great-grandfather loved those.
Oh, man.
When we would
How's he
visit him-
doing?
way dead. When we would visit him in the nursing home, we would take him a bag of the Brock's. I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Oh,
Was that the guy you said you would hold him just out of his reach so he'd go, oh, give me the Yeah, that was fun.
And Greg Hahn is our guest. Greg Hahn is one of my favorite human beings. He's going to be at the Columbus Funny Bone November 10th. And then the 11th and 12th will be at Dayton's famous Wiley's Comedy Club. That's coming up just around the corner. Sarasota, Florida, the 16th through the 20th at McCurdy's. Oh, that'd be a good one to open for, Willie. You might want to head down there. Let's get some Florida time. But the big one is December 31st.
I'll move to Florida.
I'll
if you
come
want
up
me
with
to.
5 minutes if you let me.
The Diamond Joe Casino, Northwoods, Iowa, with Willie G. and Greg Hahn.
By the way, the people
New Year's Eve.
The people are furious. It is Northwood, Iowa, singular. Not,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not Northwood.
yeah, it's definitely singular.
How furious are they?
Oh, they're really fired up.
They burned down the casino.
That's mad.
Correction made. I'm sorry. I had it. It was incorrectly written here. I apologize. Now that has derailed my train of thought. Where was
You're fine. You're fine. You got this. You're perfect.
I got a question for you, Tom.
There you go. What is it?
Should I buy and everybody, should I buy like a condo on the intercoastal in Florida, or get a house with a pool and buy a kegerator from Walmart and be hammered all Sunday floating around? Which one?
Yeah, you know the answer to this.
You got to get the pool. Otherwise, you're going to get eaten by an alligator.
Gotta get the pool.
Kegerator.
No condos?
Pool.
No, what about the intercoastal?
No.
You don't like the assessment? we need a new elevator.
The
That'll be
HOA.
$22,000.
Let me tell you something. Intercoastal?
Yeah.
Dead end. You don't
Yeah,
want
not
that.
good, huh?
You don't want any of that. Nope.
I got to get the pool.
Full kegerator it is.
Well, now we go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What's happening over there?
Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story streaming on Netflix, has some viewers of the violent drama purchasing Dahmer look-alike costumes on eBay and through other online marketplaces. But this week, eBay has said, nope, we're banning the sales now of Dahmer costumes and accessories.
Why?
Well, first of all, a little bit too late, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess. I think that it's in such poor taste, but I mean, it's
eBay's stepping in now and telling people what's poor taste and what isn't.
Apparently, yeah. Have you ever been on eBay? I got you.
I'll tell you, it was I got my Charles Manson thing just in time.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He's gonna go with Kanye. They're gonna both wear swastikas because they.
I'm currently bidding on Kanye's retainer from 7th grade. It's amazing.
I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous. I mean, if people want to be tasteless, they should be allowed to be tasteless.
Yeah.
What did you say a long time ago? People have the right to be stupid and wrong?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
We live in America, right? It's our First Amendment rights.
And the Dahmer thing is huge right now.
Yes.
And I watched the first episode, and that was. Did you watch the whole thing, Willie?
Yeah. It's creepy, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I saw yesterday it's Netflix's biggest show, passing Squid Game.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Wow.
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
It would be funny if there's just some poor guy that just kind of looks like a creep. He just kind of dresses like that, and he has to go get his new glasses prescribed, and they look just like the Dahmer glasses, and they just refuse to sell it. And this poor creep can't even get his favorite pair of glasses.
He doesn't understand why.
Wouldn't it be crazy if this Dahmer thing were based on a real person?
Yeah. Thank you, Judge.
Man.
His dad is still alive.
I think I had those glasses at one point in my life.
Really?
The ones that Dahmer wears. Yeah, I think, but that was like... That was
style.
There were only like 9 or 10 styles available when I needed glasses, so, yeah.
I have the refrigerator that Dahmer used. Seats 4.
Okay, you're off probation. That was that did not get the hearty laugh that it deserved because I was so stunned.
Let's say
after the crickets that you received. Actually, the thing you said
I didn't
earlier,
realize a lettuce drawer would hold a head, but I guess it does.
it's a crisper.
Let's say you had a head in your freezer. Wouldn't it like make everything taste like head? Wouldn't it?
Well, you
Christy?
wrap it up. You don't just sit it in there.
Well, I don't care how you wrap it up. It's still gonna,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of smells in that first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Kravitz next door notices.
It is gross. I couldn't get off until the 4th episode. Took me a while, Greg.
Well, you know what? You know what, though? The important thing is you kept trying.
Yeah, I stuck with it.
Yeah,
Now,
the young hot dudes don't come around till 2 or 3. Then you have a little more good time in episode 4.
That's
Speaking of dead bodies.
A Kentucky man who poses as a dead body on TikTok has been cast as a dead body on CSI.
Heck yeah.
Josh Natley's TikTok account
Mom, I got another job.
features more than 350 posts of himself slumped over or lying face down in various locations around the state. After campaigning for the role of an alive person, quote unquote.
Unalive person.
Unalive, or movie or television show. Nally said he finally got the call. The 42-year-old restaurant manager told the Louisville Courier Journal, quote, I got an email from CBS. They said they'd seen me on TikTok and wanted to offer me the part. So Nally traveled to California for his debut as a corpse on CSI Vegas. Wait a minute. They don't shoot that in Las Vegas?
No, but wasn't CSI the original CSI in Vegas?
Yeah, it was.
So now it's
Now
another
it's in L.A.
CSI.
They
bought it back last year.
Yeah, in so many different locations that they have to say Vegas now.
So confused.
CSI, we have no new ideas.
So, wow, Nally spent 2 hours in makeup and then lay very still on a gurney for 3 or 4 takes that it took to get the scene just right.
And not anybody can just do that.
No, boy, that seems really hard.
I bet there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. You don't want to have gas, do you, during a take?
There's a lot of competition for that, I know. Historically in Hollywood, like with Harvey Weinstein, you had to lay there a lot to get the part, typically.
Yeah. And he actually would like to, they not
You
move
had to stay quiet for years.
Nice tag.
Have you, by the way, have you seen the latest video of him going into the courtroom? And I know he's done this before, but it seems to be getting a little bit more complicated with what he's using to walk.
Oh, really? Yeah. Making it seem like they're good fellas in a casino.
He can barely move. He's got a walker thing.
I'm surprised he's not doing the Ted Kennedy neck brace thing.
Oh,
that'd add a little something to it.
That's good.
Yeah. This playing a dead person. We had talked about this years ago with this classic.
Everyone's talking about the new hit reality show, Sports Illustrated's SI Swimsuit Model Search. The SI Swimsuit Edition is a top seller every year, and viewers are flocking to watch beautiful women audition. Well, Bob and Tom Television has a swimsuit show now. Forget about the SI Swimsuit Model Search. Check out the CSI Swimsuit Model Search.
Okay, where is she? She's right down there on the beach, Grissom. They found her body there this morning wearing that red bikini and shoes by Gucci. She might have been hot last night, but she's cold today.
CSI Swimsuit Model Search. They're looking for a gal with a great body who can lie still and hold her breath for a 2-minute scene on a beautiful beach. Tune in to Bob and Tom Television tonight for CSI Swimsuit Model Search.
All right, the CSI Swimsuit Model Search. Can you hold still that long, do you think, Christy?
How long?
You got to, I think you could fit.
I was married, wasn't I?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Old grinning
That
bear
was
method, huh?
kidding. I was kidding.
I call it the chore leave.
This will shut him up.
They used to say, listen to moving violation.
Get him in the air. Get him in the air.
I'm sorry. What else have you got, Christy?
Well, coming back, we have a guy who stole a safe. It didn't end well. We have shooting Mountain Dew bottles and girl with a pearl earring. That's one of my favorite paintings. Another target.
Oh, yeah, who painted it?
Art World. I don't know.
That's right. Culture bluff.
Foreigner.
No, it was Vermeer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, the Dutch painter Vermeer.
I want to get a BB gun and shoot bottles in the backyard.
Well, that's what happened.
could do that.
This was an actual revolver in a
neighborhood,
neighborhood, and the cops
shoot
had
some
it.
bottles.
I don't think you can shoot a gun in your neighborhood.
Well, a BB gun.
BB gun?
Yeah, damn right
Okay.
you can.
Well, we'll find out about that coming up. Also, your dirty license plate in Maine, in the state of Maine, out. We'll be finding out about that coming up. And the restaurant for dogs.
Yeah.
Very interesting place. Now, I want to remind you, speaking of food, for people, the pumpkin season is here. Pumpkin spice, apple cider, fall has arrived. And the great folks at HelloFresh had a great idea. They've created a very special series called the Harvest Dinner Series. It's a collection of seasonal recipes with helpful video tutorials showing you how to make the stuff. And the beauty of HelloFresh is they do the shopping at HelloFresh, and they do the measuring. So the box comes ready to go, all fresh ingredients. You put it together. For example, Willie, what have you got over there?
One of my favorites, the lemon tortelloni Palermo with roasted bell pepper and Parmesan. HelloFresh is going to send you 8 ingredients. You put those together in just over a half hour in 6 easy steps. You will have a delicious pasta dinner that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
They do the shopping, they do the measuring. HelloFresh also, by the way, now offering vegan recipes made without any animal products of any kind, if that's your thing. They also have, of course, great comfort food. They've got a low-cal, they've got low-carb, whatever you're into, they're going to have it. Check it out because this is their best offer ever. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Once again, that code BTShow65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's BTShow65, 65% off and free shipping at HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Coming up, we have the state of Maine in the news, and the pearl earring, the famous pearl earring painting is in the news when we return, and that Ace Cosby joke of the day, and comedian Greg Hahn, and a special guest appearance from comedian Tim Cavanaugh. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more. With a 5.68 ERA and 7 series starts, Aaron Nola takes the mound for the Phillies. NBA winners last night, Oklahoma City, Golden State, and Memphis in regulation. Mavericks in overtime beating the Nets 129-125. NHL last night, your winners in regulation, Montreal, Boston, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Winnipeg, all winning, and San Jose in overtime beating the Maple Leafs. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry.
Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom?
I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing?
I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast.
Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either.
And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Up next.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hi, Chick McGee.
Hi there. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline, a hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold, and we have a guest, Tom.
A guest or two. Boy, look at that handsome guy. I'm talking about Tim Cavanaugh. Who has just joined us.
You look great, Tim.
On the big Zoomer screen over there. And also, Tim, I should point out that the famous Greg Hahn is here with us, another one of my favorite people.
You give me the cold shoulder, I'll give you the frozen head in the freezer. Come on! Oh, my Dahmer joke! 19 minutes late!
Thank you very much. Tim Cavanaugh, by the way, is also going to be on the road. This is exciting. Tuesday night, November 1st, it's going to be Tim Cavanaugh at the Coastal Carolina Fair, not too far from Charleston, South Carolina. One of the most beautiful spots in the country. It'll be Tim Cavanaugh. And are you going to be inside, Tim? Because it looks like you haven't been outside this last couple of years.
Well, they're going to force me to be outside a little bit. Because my doctor's been talking to me about my melanin problem. And I didn't even know men had melanins, but apparently I am one that does.
He is
I'm actually going to be in a well, it's a fair setting, so I will be covered and the audience will not be. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out.
Tim,
we just have to hope that it's not supposed to rain. So
Tim, you are truly a walking white balance. You know that, right? Look at that.
You know what? Yeah, I know. And believe me, I have had talks with my doctors about that. But that's the least of my worries, apparently. So, so I'm white.
Yeah, you're looking good. There's kind of a monochrome feel to your face now, but your nice blue eyes and red lips are sticking out.
Well, thank you very much.
It's good to see you, Tim. Very good.
You guys want the room? What's going on here?
Well, no, I mean, I think if we didn't make fun of Tim, then it wouldn't be any fun. Come on, you can't just go,
know that's
hey, Tim, we're so glad you're healthy and safe.
We are. It's good to see you.
Well, we might be.
It might be. Some people might not be. I don't
see.
I don't care.
I don't want him to perish, but anything that keeps him off of the road and keeps him from driving, I'm for.
You don't like his driving?
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Oh, he's the worst. He admits it. He freely admits it. He's the worst driver in America.
I do admit it. My wife does most of the driving. And she's blind.
Tim is famous on this show for his birthday tributes, and so I thought we would get right to it. Tim, I'm going to start the music right now.
Hey, everybody. It's time once again for Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. I'm comedian Tim Cavanaugh. Born on the exact same date, November 5th, are Ike Turner and Art Garfunkel.
Oh.
Two men who would not be very famous except for their talented partners, Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel and Mike of Mike and Ike. Turning 55 this week is musician Keith Urban, who, ironically, never gets played on Urban Radio.
Sure does. Real shame.
You know, you figure they named it Urban. Hey, celebrating a birthday next month is Apple CEO Tim Cook, who will be 62. When Tim Cook took over Apple, all I could think of is old sayings like, too many cooks spoil the broth, and an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and we'd rather have our old jobs back. Because Steve Jobs used to be the
right.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. What Tom said was very clever in a dry way. Yes.
Thank you. Actor David Schwimmer is 56 this month. When asked how he landed the role of Ross on Friends, he said, well, it all began when I turned out to be a faster swimmer than my father's other sperm. Or semen.
You know, I heard him say David Schwimmer, and I thought, no.
Did you hear him say sperm?
Yeah. Yes. He went right
at it. That was the payoff. That's the tag, you see.
That's the whole thing. If you don't hear sperm, then I'm in trouble. Celebrating her 14th birthday is actress Sunny Sandler. According to her IMDb page, she's been featured in 7 films, all of them alongside her father, Adam Sandler, in what we used to call home movies. Nowadays, you get your own IMDb page. I wish they had that back then.
Yeah.
Well, name part of Timmy. Water skiing, that would be Timmy. And I get in the book, and I get a union card. So, all right, the world's highest paid model, Kendall Jenner, is turning 27. Her success should come as no surprise given her genetics. I mean, she's got her mother's good looks, her father's athleticism, and her new mother's ability to wear high heels even though she still has men's feet. That's hard to do. Celebrating birthday number 76 is Sally Field. The Oscar-winning actress has osteoporosis, which is bad enough. But the cruelty she experiences every time a fellow actor tells her to break a leg is heartbreaking.
It sure is really insensitive.
And unnecessary. This story is weird and true. Actress Lucy Liu, who played in Charlie's Angels movie, she turns 54 this month. She's left-handed and is nicknamed Lefty Lucy Liu. Which means if you're making love to her, you should do it counterclockwise, just like any other screw.
Lefty Lucy.
Now, this part is true. And
righty-tighty.
Greg, did you ever work the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase? Have you ever been to that place?
I'm not sure. Let's say no.
It's a great club. Well, when Lucy Liu was in college, she worked as a waitress at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, where I worked so often. I figure I must have met her there. She probably remembered me because of the surefire opening line I had for the waitresses. I'd say, "Hi, could you get me a water and a Diet Coke?"
I bet that worked every time.
I got a water and a Diet Coke every time. Leave an extra $1. Celebrating birthday number 78 this month is actor Danny DeVito. One night, 40 years ago, he was in bed with his then girlfriend, Rhea Perlman. He suddenly felt a gun to his head.
Oh, my.
It was Rhea's father who said to DeVito, "Well, mister, it looks to me like you've got 2 choices. You're either marrying my daughter, Rhea, or I'll kill you right here. So what's it going to be? Die or Rhea?" I said, "Die or Rhea?" At which point, Danny's bowels erupted right on cue.
Right on cue. He has hands, all right.
Diarrhea. Yes, turning 71 years old this month is actress Beverly D'Angelo.
Oh.
Who was wonderful as Ellen Griswold, Tom Griswold's sister-in-law, in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's right.
The scene where she gives Tom 24 identical khaki shirts for Christmas and he starts weeping with joy is one of the most moving scenes in cinematic history.
Isn't that touching?
Yeah.
Very nice.
In my opinion. Dennis Wilson, one of the founding members of the legendary Beach Boys, would have been 78 this week. Dennis drowned at age 39 and was remembered by his fellow band members with this moving tribute song. Drown, drown, kid, drown.
Yeah, kid, drown. Wasn't that a lovely moment when they sang that?
That should not have been told.
We're getting this new dark side Tim Cavanaugh.
To lighten things up, hey, Condoleezza Rice turned 68 this month. She's the answer to the trivia question, which former Secretary of State goes best with Condoleezza chicken?
I like
Born
that
this
one,
week back in
too.
1854.
Wow, what's that, Tim?
I don't know. Somebody was saying something.
Condoleezza chicken is what you said.
Condoleezza chicken.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. Born this week back in 1854 was John Philip Sousa, the man who wrote Stars and Stripes Forever. The prolific composer of patriotic songs died on March 6, 1932, which is now known as Sousa's Unfinished March. Because he died, right?
Yeah,
in March.
Right.
Hey, singer Bonnie Raitt celebrates her 73rd birthday this month. Back in 1991, she released the hit single, I Can't Make You Love Me If You Don't.
Right.
A song that sure rang true back then. Today, of course, we have roofies.
I like this all new dark side Tim Kavanaugh.
He's always had it.
This is gonna be. This is okay. This is all right. The legendary Peanuts cartoonist Charles Schulz would have been 99 years old this month. Shortly before his death, he started suing everybody. He won his first lawsuit against Snoop Dogg in an obvious case of copyright infringement. His next lawsuit against Eminem was thrown out of court when his argument that Eminem with Peanuts was created without Schultz's permission. A month later, he was murdered by a rival cartoonist who had a classic case of Peanuts envy.
Peanuts.
Yeah,
right.
Envy. There you go. Oh, this one. This is a little historical. In 1887, Chiang Kai-shek, who ruled China for 47 years, was born. He gained notoriety as a great military leader who famously dismissed all the cowards from his military. In fact, he was the first one to call General So chicken and eventually ordered him to go. That's a little bonus. Little joke there.
I love the bonus.
And now, a special haiku poem to honor one of today's celebrities.
What a treat.
Blurring the lines between comedy and tragedy, Randy Quaid. He's nuts. Happy 72nd birthday, Randy. Because it's kind of comic and
Yeah, he's had some
tragic.
tough times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Need some help.
275 years ago this week, frontiersman Daniel Boone was born. Quoting Walter Clifford, the great historian, quote, Daniel Boone blazed the wilderness road in KY. Not the jelly, but the steak.
Yes.
Of course.
And I've got two more jokes, Tom, and then we wrap it up.
Oh yeah, okay. I got the closer.
Unless this one is not good. All right, singer Willow Smith will turn 22 on Halloween. Her family birthday celebration will be a little bit different this year after her father's behavior at the Academy Awards. For the first time ever, Willow Smith's birthday party will not include the spanking machine, as mandated by the LA Sheriff's Office. And by way of clarification, Willow's first hit songs, Whip My Hair, was not about her mother's hair. It was about her own. Again, I don't want trouble in the street.
You keep her name out your mouth.
I know. I should learn my lesson. Finally, fashion designer Calvin Klein is celebrating birthday number 80 this week. He is currently suing a competitor for trademark infringement. His popular CK body spray is being confused with a new product called Louis CK body spray. Which is a different kind of body spray altogether. Well, that wraps up another edition of Celebrity Birthdays. Till next time, remember, who needs a calendar when you've got a Kavanaugh?
Thank you, Tim.
All right, Timmy.
Once again, Tim Kavanaugh at the Coastal Carolina Fair coming up Tuesday night in Charleston, South Carolina.
All right.
Come out and see me live. It's fun.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Glad you're doing well.
See you, Tim.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate the love and support, you guys.
Go look for the
and
sun.
thanks all my fans for writing me stuff.
Okay, now, what just happened to him? He's disappeared. We have
lock that phone.
Greg Hahn joining us in the studio as well.
Right.
Beer and liquor, never sicker.
Yeah.
Right? Liquor, beer in the clear.
All right.
So add it. So the beer, liquor, never sicker. Just add another beer.
Beer, liquor, beer.
Beer, liquor,
You're in the
never
clear.
sicker. Then add a beer, you're in the clear.
That's good advice.
I've been working on this.
A lot of thought.
Yeah.
We go to the deep topics today here in the Bob and Tom Show. I should remind you, among many other things, Northwood, Iowa, the Diamond Joe Casino, Willie G. and the great Greg Hahn on New Year's Eve, which this year, December 31.
We're going to rip it up.
Son of a gun.
Not far from
Yes, go ahead, Josh.
Not far from the Spam Museum, Greg.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I love Spam.
Oh, you need to go. It's fun.
I'll be there.
Okay, now
We settled that. Let me tell you something.
We have
Yes.
Christy Lee. You were telling me something?
Tell us.
Well, I was just going to say, people wonder, how can I memorize all my material? You know what I mean?
How do you do
When
that?
you start off, you have like 2-3 minutes when you first start.
Right.
30 years later, you have 27 minutes of material. You just do it. Yeah. But I want to add stories. That's what I want to do. I want to add stories. You know what I mean? That's going to add time to my act. These guys with a new hour and a new hour, they tell stories. So I'm going to tell a story. Chick, you time it.
All right, okay.
Let me know how much time I'm adding to my act.
I got my phone out. Okay.
All right, I'll tell you about my skydiving story.
Oh, yeah.
I put on a parachute. We go up, right? I jump out, land, fine. How much was that?
13 seconds.
Boom. See? I'm adding to my act.
I'm glad you cut the Geronimo part. That could be taken the wrong way by people these days.
How about when I went to Europe?
Oh, I'm timing. Go ahead.
I got on a plane, went over there, lots of little cars honking at each other, old buildings back. Boom. How much time was that?
11 seconds.
Yeah, good.
You'll have a new hour in no time.
Add it all up. It adds up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We have Christy Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
A masked man who broke into a Buckhead, Georgia restaurant early Tuesday apparently.
What'd you call me?
A Buckhead man.
Okay.
Underestimated the weight of the safe he'd just stolen.
Oh, yeah?
Security camera video shows him limping around after he dropped the safe on his foot in the parking lot. The Buttermilk Kitchen owner, Suzanne Weithazen, said, it looks like he hurt himself getting out of the building with the safe. It looks like he dropped it on his foot. That safe contained approximately $3,000.
It's my testicles.
Did he get away or did they get him?
He got away.
Wow.
I'm sure they're probably alerted most of the local hospitals if a guy comes in with a crushed foot. Yeah.
You don't see stuff like that happening in the Italian job,
No.
do you?
No, you don't.
Oh, but they sure know how to drive a Mini Cooper, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good movie. Now, give me the teaser, Christy. What's going
Well, we're
on?
shooting Mountain Dew bottles. We still have Maine getting rid of vulgarities on their license plates.
And
we have your restaurant for dogs, Tommy.
We have
and a Missouri theme park in the news.
Unusual request, and we actually found it. It's a special Chick McGee impersonation of a member of my family.
Oh, really?
Very, very unusual. Quite old.
Oh, yes. I think I've heard about
Incredibly
this.
obscure. Right now, you'll enjoy that even more if you're listening on those beautiful Raycon earbuds. Tell me more, Chick.
Yes, you will. Having a routine in life is so important. It can make you feel productive or just bring you comfort through life's ups and downs. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever before. They just make you feel good with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you might be listening to. And they feature noise isolation and awareness mode, so you can choose to be immersed in sound or keep an eye on your surroundings if you have to. And while you travel or during a grueling workout, the Raycons stay in your ears with the optimized gel tips. They fit every ear ever made, and they do not budge. And with Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and all that for half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews. And, of course, we have a deal for you. Get a load of this. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. You know you want to. You've been thinking about it. Go do it now. Buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
A great gift. When we come back, remind me, I've got a classic Tim Cavanaugh story for you.
Okay.
Tim, once again, at the Coastal Carolina Fair, right near Charleston, South Carolina, coming up Tuesday night. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, do you have the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Are you listening to my voice right now? Good morning, I'm Mark Allison. Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Well, it's available in the iTunes or Google Play Store for free, depending on your mobile device. Once you download the Bob and Tom app, you can listen to your local radio station. Tune in to us on Bob and Tom 24/7. Listen to the show wherever you are, whenever you want. That's the best part. You don't have to be in your local market. Say you're on a business trip or you're on vacation at the beach somewhere where the Bob and Tom Show's not carried on terrestrial radio. You can tune in right there on the app and listen in real time, even set an alarm that'll wake you up at the show so you can get up and walk the beach and listen to Chick Sportscast. That sounds like fun, huh? You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. Motley Crue confirms guitarist Mick Mars is retiring from touring due to his health. Mars has dealt with spinal inflammation for decades. Motley Crue says it's Mars's wish for them to continue to tour, so guitarist John Five will play his parts. Ironically, when drummer Carl Palmer wanted to recreate Emerson, Lake and Palmer on stage using film footage, the best was a concert DVD that hardly sold. Palmer says they released a live DVD several years ago, but when one label got bought by another, that DVD got lost in the shuffle. However, the concert was shot so well, Palmer editing himself out so he can play live to archive footage of the late Keith Emerson and Greg Lake. The return of Emerson, Lake and Palmer begins November 18th in Philadelphia. And Billy Ray Cyrus will appear in the upcoming film Christmas in Paradise with Kelsey Grammer and Elizabeth Hurley. That will be released to select theaters on November 11th and on-demand digital DVD and Blu-ray on November 15th. Happy holidays. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I'd just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her. kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hopefully things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is...
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Big chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the old sidekick chair.
Hi, Chickie.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Beautiful morning.
I can't get any better than this. Nothing could go wrong now. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with one of the Bob and Tom legends, everybody. Comedy, funny man. Now, here he is to make us laugh.
He is comedian Greg Hahn.
You got to remember why we do comedy. You got to step back and think, why do we do comedy? Because I want a Bronco Raptor. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a great point. I think you want one.
Do you think I want one of them for sure. You think you and I,
the Raptor,
Greg, could get a 2-for-1 deal? You know what I mean? We can
yeah.
talk somebody down.
Yeah, $400 off. We could do it.
All right. 3 floor mats.
Very nice.
Ace! Hey, I'm dating this girl she was in the Carney. She was carnival worker.
Yeah.
Worked in the Haunted Mansion.
Really?
She ghosted me. Hey, come on. Where are you people?
Ace, you gotta love that joke, Ace.
She ghosted me. You get it? Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Let me take it again from the top. Anyway.
Okay, I'll show you how it's done here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is the real thing.
Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke.
Where are the girls?
He hit the wrong button.
The girls took the day off. They were here yesterday.
He's spinning it like he did it on purpose now.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Halloween, I've been learning a lot about ghosts myself.
Yeah.
Like, what's in a ghost nose? Boogers.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
If Christy's laughing that hard at it, that means it must be good. Joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak, it's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout to get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much. Now, I've got a little letter here, Dear Bob and Tom Show. I went to a live comedy show, and Tim Cavanaugh was on stage.
Oh.
There was a guy in the front. It was Halloween. There was a guy in the front row wearing a giant penis costume.
Ah, yes.
Tim Cavanaugh did not acknowledge him right away, but later asked him what he did for a living, and the guy in the penis suit said, "I'm in the Army," and Tim immediately said, "I'm guessing you're a private."
Yes, perfect.
Very good.
Perfect.
That's Tim. Once again, Tim is in Ladson, South Carolina, not too far from Charleston, Tuesday night at the Coastal Carolina Fair. Thank you very much, Tim. That'll be very nice. Now, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
A North Carolina woman's been cited for gunning down Mountain Dew bottles. The Gastonia Police Department said officers responded to reports of shots fired, found the resident firing a revolver in her backyard.
I hate the soda.
She was shooting at 4 Diet Mountain Dew bottles, Josh. She told officers she was shooting at the bottles because she did not approve of her father drinking Mountain Dew. The police department wrote, quote, "We totally understand that not everybody's a fan of the Dew, but there are much safer alternatives to disposing of beverages that you don't like instead of using the full bottles as target practice in your backyard, in your neighborhood, surrounded by other homes and people." She was issued a criminal citation for discharging a firearm in city limits.
Well, that's because it was Diet Mountain Dew.
Is that why?
Regular Mountain Dew, you're supposed to shoot it off. That's just standard operating procedure. What the hell? You don't have a sink, lady? I just pour it out?
Yeah.
Oh, she's nuts. This is more like Four Loko behavior.
Isn't Mountain Dew the most caffeinated
not anymore, but it's one of the heavier ones.
Yeah, right. Oh, boy, there are ones that are specifically tilted toward caffeine, I guess.
Now there are a few, if you drink more than a handful, it'll kill you.
Right. Yeah.
They're very proud of that massive amount of caffeine. But Mountain Dew is sort of one of the first of that ilk.
Yeah, very much so. What you say, it ruins their teeth? Ruins people's teeth, isn't that?
My kid's dentist told me he could tell which kids drank Mountain Dew.
Why? Extra sugar?
That's something about whatever about it would bond to their teeth, and he could just say, "Oh, you're a Mountain Dew drinker."
I will never forget the day that you were telling us one morning off the air that Willie and Sam and they liked fruit roll-ups. You were so excited because they were healthy. The kids were eating fruit roll-ups. They were very, very healthy.
You ever take a fruit roll-up and you take it, you lay it out, put some gushers in the middle of it, and you roll it up like a candy blunt?
It's like candy sushi.
And the next visit to the dentist, Willie had like 9 cavities. And nobody could figure out what was going on. And
dentist said, "Yeah, the fruit roll-up just lodges there."
Into the fruit roll-up.
Sticks to their teeth.
They're all sugar. Yeah. But that reminds me. Speaking of you telling stories about my kids, had a request for this, and somebody dug around and actually found it.
Oh, I know. Okay.
This is about at the time I think 6-year-old little Lucy.
I just received the fax. Dear Bob and Tom, I have a simple request of Chick. Please do your impersonation of Tom's daughter Lucy on Halloween. Now, Tom, if you'd like to set the stage.
Well, let's see. The stage was
Halloween.
We wanted to go over to Trick-or-Treat at Chick's house.
So Tom and I were standing in my living room talking about something at the front door, and Tom and I continued to talk, and we were into this really deep, kind of for us, philosophical conversation about, life and everything. And all of a sudden, we hear Tom's daughter, who's Lucy, who's 6, on the front porch. She comes to my screen door and says, "Come on, Daddy!" Only I think it was a little meaner.
Got her goods. Let's get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Let's blow this pop
We're
stand.
here for candy. Let's go!
Come on, Daddy!
Can't go home. Can't stay here. Let's go.
There you go. All true. She's just as bossy.
Absolutely true.
Now, are you going to dress up this year for Halloween? Do you have a costume?
Wow. And the kids have their school parade this afternoon. I'll be going to that.
And what do they call it, the Halloween parade?
Yes, they call it the Halloween.
It's not the fall festival? Or?
They're allowed to use the word Halloween.
That's good. Why wouldn't they do it on Monday?
Yeah, why wouldn't they do it on Monday?
Yeah, Monday's Halloween. You're the one who, you don't believe in Beggar's Night, where you give out candy.
I don't
That's
know.
a very good point, Ace.
No, Friday's fun. It's party time. A Reese's cup, that's like taking a shot when you're a kid.
Oh,
They're going to have so much fun. They're getting the candy in their system on Fridays.
So good, so good.
Going loco.
Big Halloween week, and yeah, it'll be fun. I have my bear.
Dress up as one of those Harry Potter
I have my bear
guys.
costume. I may wear that again.
No.
Thank you.
Put on a bear costume.
Thank you for not saying bear suit like you always do. Bear costume. You're right.
Okay.
And it's not really a costume. It's more of a coat.
It's like a giant coat with a huge bear head that fits over your head.
What if you get attacked by a bear? Than that?
Nothing.
Can you
that every
do me-
year.
Willie, can you do me a favor if you happen to see him in that? Take a picture of that and send it to me.
Yeah,
will you?
we'll
Thank
do.
you, thank you.
Have you ever done Mr. Burns, Dad? You could do a great Mr. Burns.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Simpson, eh?
You're fired.
Absolutely. Sector G, sir.
Yeah, that's why we're doing radio here, because I look too much like Mr. Burns. Ladies and gentlemen. Christy, what do you got over there?
Coming up, we have Maine taking away the vulgarities off license plates. We still need to get to our Vermeer's girl with a pearl earring story. Yes, the climate activists have now targeted that. And the restaurant for dogs on the way.
Oh, can I do one real quick? because I think there's an expiration date on this news story.
Oh, okay.
About the Shed Aquarium.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that
I have
place.
Oh, this is the idea. This is a sweet little story. And ever seen that? Did you see the pictures?
I have not seen the pictures yet. No.
They're two little baby otters.
Yeah, they're looking for a name for the baby otter. They're requesting the help of picking name for 2 rescued otters. They're currently known as Otter 929 and Otter 926.
Well, that's cute.
That's so good.
Separately rescued at the age of 2 weeks along the California coast. If you'd like to help name the otters, go to the Shed website.
I got a name for the boy one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, welcome back.
I love it. I love it.
Welcome back, Otter.
Yes.
You want to give you a little assist over there, Pat?
Oh, man. That's great.
I don't think Welcome back, Otter. Okay. We'll be back. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em contest is rolling. We are in week 8, so you're going to have to wait until Tuesday morning to sign up for week 9. But we wish you good luck with your picks for week 8. Maybe you'll be like Tom Giroux from Crawfordsville, Iowa, our week 7 winner. He scored himself a big green egg mini max. Plus, he got to pick against Chick McGee yesterday in the shoe-in of the week. Congratulations, TG. And that is what I'm telling you about. The Big Green Egg Fest also happening this weekend on Saturday in Collegedale, Tennessee, on the east side of Chattanooga. It's the Scenic City Egg Fest. That's Saturday, October 29th, tomorrow. So you can check out the Big Green Egg, talk to the experts, and most importantly, have a couple of samples of that great food the Big Green Egg cooks up. Some chicken wings, some bratwurst, some pork chops, some steaks. You know what I'm talking about. Whatever you like to grill, the Big Green Egg grills it best, and you can check it out. It's the Scenic City Egg Fest, Saturday. That's tomorrow, Collegedale, Tennessee, on the east side of Chattanooga. Chattanooga choo-choo. I'm Mark Allison, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. 2 people familiar with the deal say that Elon Musk is now in control of Twitter and has ousted the CEO, chief financial officer, and the company's chief lawyer. The people wouldn't say if all the paperwork for the sale, originally valued at $44 billion, had been signed off on or if the deal is closed. Neither person wanted to be identified because of the sensitive nature of the moves. However, it's happened. The departures come just hours before the deal was expected to be finalized Friday, the deadline set by a Delaware judge who threatened to schedule a trial if no agreement was reached. Shares mostly lower in Asia after a mixed session on Wall Street where tech sector losses offset gains in other parts of the market. Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index slipped as the government was preparing about $490 billion in stimulus spending to help the world's number 3 economy cope with inflation. On Thursday, Facebook's parent company, Meta Platforms, lost another 1/4 of its value after reporting a second straight quarter of revenue decline. Meta's slump helped pull the NASDAQ down 1.6%. Markets did get some encouraging news as the government reported the U.S. economy returned to growth in the last quarter, expanding 2.6%. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
This guy, 31 years of age, is accused of dipping, by the way, both of his testicles
Well, you
in
know.
the customer's salsa. Pat, you have a tribute to this guy?
Yeah. I dip my balls in the salsa. I dip my balls in the salsa. I call it balsa. That's balls in the salsa. That's what you get for not tipping. Yes, my balls I am dipping. By the way, Mr. Cheapo, your taco was in my bunghole.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific answer.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
In the performance room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hi. At the sidekick chair, it's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
Hello there.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Oh, that might have been the Obi-Wan. Hello there. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much for getting my entries in to name these otters.
Yeah.
Oh, how nice.
The Shed Aquarium. I had the one I decided to name Welcome Back Otter.
Yeah, what's the other?
Harry Otter.
Okay, yeah.
That's
pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
What
Harry
about
Potter, yeah.
What about Otter McOtterface?
Oh.
Don't call me Utter.
Don't call me Otter. I like that very much, Pat.
Not Fatto.
A late entry from Pat Godwin with the Pearl Jam.
I wanted to name one Mobile. Ottermobile.
That's good.
I like it very much.
Ottermobile.
I bet they get a lot of Emmets. Remember Emmett Otter and his Jug Band Christmas?
Nope.
Oh, it's a classic.
Nope, don't remember that. Do you remember that, Tom?
I do not, but I'm sure.
So therefore
We
it
do
doesn't
have
exist. What else do we have?
An email from a school teacher.
Jim.
A school teacher, thank you, Tyler, on why the Halloween parade is today and not Monday. Well, because teachers don't want to deal with that on a Monday. Here's your sugar. Now get the hell out and have a nice weekend.
That's probably true.
It's same because they fire kids on Fridays, too, so they don't have to.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Did we mention that Greg Hahn is here with us? Greg Hahn is a great
Hey, I'm
comedian.
so happy to be here.
And he is going to be at the Northwood Diamond Joe Casino with Willie G coming up New Year's Eve. This year, December 31st. But he'll be, by the way, on his own in Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone November 10th. There'll be an audience there as well. And they'll be delighted. November 11th and 12th, it's Dayton, Ohio's Wiley's Comedy Club. While I'm at it, I'll mention Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, the Baker Street Center in Fort Wayne, Saturday night.
Sissy Strut.
What?
Love it.
Yeah.
That's the song they play.
Yeah, have you ever heard Sissy Strut by the Meters? Man, it's good. It's a good song.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I lost my place. Christy, what are you doing?
I'm sitting here. What are you doing?
Okay, what do you got?
What the hell are you doing?
The state of Maine is removing vulgarities from license plates. The state is enforcing some new rules that will eliminate obscenities that appeared on vanity license plates after the state eliminated its review process.
Like ass.
They began issuing recall letters this month. Estimates suggest 400 allegedly offensive plates could be subject to recall.
What about boobs?
Ban derogatory references to age, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, religion, or disability.
I see.
Nothing about boobs.
Yeah, you can still say it.
A committee has been set up to review vanity plate requests along with complaints by members of the public. The Secretary of State, Sheena Bellows, said obscenities should not be on license plates, which are state property.
And by the way, that woman's always yelling.
Always.
Bellows. Okay.
She said, what I would say to those who want to engage in objectionable or questionable speech, get a bumper sticker.
I see.
Like banger. Yeah, that's a city, isn't it?
And they make a big deal on it. It's
Bangor.
Yeah,
they make a big deal.
Yeah.
But everybody says banger.
Yeah, everybody.
That isn't from there. I would like to see. I tried to find out what some of the ones that they're banning or what. Can you imagine what a fun time that committee is?
What's acceptable?
No, Shirley. No smegma. No, we can't have that.
What's smegma?
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, smegma's a cheesy substance.
No point. Many of the uncircumcised.
I mean, I feel bad for the prisoners.
Why?
Well, like the only fun thing they've got going.
Yeah, now it's all boring, just numbers and letters.
Hey, Spike. Yeah, I had dildo backwards today. They didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Odlid?
You know, you're making license plates. You know those guys they must do some really fun ones when nobody's...
That's pretty funny.
When nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Man, I saw a big mistake on a car the other day. I was just laughing and laughing. There was an ambulance, and they had the word ambulance painted backwards on it. Like, you moron!
Yeah.
So embarrassing.
When that happens, I like to stop, get out of the car, and let them know.
You dummies!
Yeah, leave your door open. They can't get around you.
All right.
A California-based marijuana company is being sued by customers who claim its products are not making them high enough. CBS News reports that Jasper Centeno and Blake Wilson filed a lawsuit accusing Dreamfields brands of false advertising.
Stoner losers.
The complaint accuses Dreamfields of exaggerating its products' THC levels to charge higher prices.
Get a job, punks.
They couldn't be great guys. You're telling me that Jasper and Blake aren't great guys, John?
I'm surprised they must be right, because if they were truly stoners, they wouldn't be able to get it together to sue. I think that they may have a case.
They just have money.
You know, Blake's, though, one of those names that's hard to overcome if your name's Blake. I mean, it's
Why? Sounds serious.
Immediately.
Blake?
I think Blake is like a Karen.
I agree with Chick.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Blake sounds like it's like Chase. Or
I like the name.
I've met tough guy Blakes.
Yeah, I saw mine.
Oh, no.
Huh? Blake's got daddy's money. Yes, yes.
What? Absolutely.
Yes.
Some great Blakes out there, Chick.
I don't believe
you got your Blake Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
Blake Shelton.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake Shelton's good.
I don't care.
Comedian Blake Clark, badass.
I love Blake.
I got misunderstood hero Robert Blake.
Well, I kind of understand Robert Blake, though. How many times have you thought, I want to put her in the dumpster? Huh? Come on.
Undisclosed amount of damages.
Sorry.
I see. What do you think, Willie? Have you ever Do you feel like there's some false advertising out there in the weed world?
I mean, yeah, it's all false advertising. All the strain names, you don't sell enough of one, so then you switch it from, Blue Dream to California Party.
Hey, California Party does sound cool.
Yeah, it's just, but that's what I think it is.
How much shopping would I have to do to get the right high that I would like and it remain consistent?
You know what, dude? You go in there.
That's got me up at night.
It's these 22-year-olds with blue hair. They're these weird little stoner sommelier weirdos.
They know everything.
And they will walk you through it nice and slow.
I went into one, we were out skiing in Colorado, Willie and I went into one, and it's staggering the level of knowledge these guys have. And is it still cash only?
You can use a debit card, and they charge it like it's an ATM. And then you can tip them out with the change.
Okay. But now, remember, we had a story a couple weeks ago about a guy in California suing a North Carolina company that was making, remember this, Texas Pete's barbecue sauce? Now, does Maui Wowie have to be made in Hawaii, or is that the...
If it's not grown there, what are they doing?
Is that still a thing, Maui Wowie? Or...
Yes. And the strain stuff is really hard. It depends on who's growing it. It's not an exact science, I'd say.
Okay, well, so these guys are claiming that the THC levels, do they post them on the actual product? Is it, okay, so these guys are claiming that those, okay.
I actually kind of respect these guys because it's not often you hear about the stoners who are doing it just to get high. It's refreshing. It's, oh, no, the health benefits of smoking. You want to get high. Just admit it.
I knew I wasn't high enough because I was able to figure out the 20% tip for the pizza guy in less than half an hour. And that's how I knew this wasn't any good.
Germany has announced plans to legalize cannabis.
But have you smoked weed, Christy? The audience demands to know.
I tried it. Not my thing.
Oh.
Sorry.
You took that hard.
Not an inhaler. The old Bill Clinton.
No, it made me paranoid and I didn't care for it. Edibles are different. But anyway.
Sorry, so Germany is legalizing pot?
This week, the country's
Put in the high in Sieg Heil?
No. That's one of the slogans they didn't go with.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This week, the country's health minister, Karl Lauterbach, revealed a plan to decriminalize the possession of up to 1 ounce of cannabis and to allow the recreational sale of the substance to adults.
That German weed is good. It'll get you blitzed.
Lauterbach said the new rules
Nothing, Tom.
serve as a model for Europe.
That's very good. I was trying to formulate a joke. I missed what you said. You said blitzed. I'm so sorry. I was trying to think of one, and this is so obscure.
Okay. I don't care what it is. I'm going to laugh.
No, I'm going to need an assist from Dean. Since I just thought of this, I'll give me a second over here.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to talk to Dean, so somebody say something.
Well, we have an email that just came in about the otter, real quick. The otters at Shed's Aquarium. They're looking for names. This is a little.
We've suggested Welcome Back Otter and Harry
This
Otter.
is high and inside, but there are some of you who really appreciate this. They should name the otter Eric Stratton, Rush Chairman, and have a plaque on his tank that says, "Damn glad to meet you."
Very good. Little Animal House.
Hey, don't you wish that Germany had the marijuana in the late 30s and 40s? That would have been a whole different situation.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that since they're going to be having legal marijuana in Germany, if they had it with a time machine, how would it go?
I think it would sound a little something like this.
I was going to invade Poland until I got high. I was going to get those tanks rolling, but I got high. I just sat there in the war room laughing, and I know why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was going to speak at a rally before I got high. I was going to pound my fist and scream before I got high. Now I'm just going to lay around the bunker, and I know why. Because I got high. No more sick Heil, because I got high. Let's cause this whole war off.
Oh, thank you very much, Pat.
That was Adolfman.
Yeah. I was trying to
Afro Man.
Adolf?
Adolf Man.
Very good.
Boy,
That's another good one.
That was like a crowbar.
Oh, I really had to work.
No, this is a crowbar. Ready? I was trying to think of a name for the German pot.
Oh yeah.
Since they try to give them kind of pun-like names and some of the stuff. This. I apologize for the obscurity of this in advance. Maybe you want to stay in here, Mark, so you can yuck it up when I say it.
Extra body.
How about Dank a Shane?
I know that's actually pretty good.
Darling, Dank a Shane.
This is a man and singing.
Thank you for
I did not know that for many, many years.
Same here.
Wayne Newton. Boy, that clock's ticking on that guy.
I thought that was Matthew Broderick.
How did he miss the boat of being nicknamed Fig?
I don't know. Is
good one.
Now, just if I could get back to our topic.
I'm hurt by that.
Is dank? Dank. All I know it's like
dank's good.
A category of weed. Is that right?
It's just like, oh, this looks dank. This smells dank. This is dank.
Does that mean it's bad or good?
It means good. Dank is good.
Okay. Because sometimes you can say dank is bad, but you mean bad.
dank basement
where bad
would be
means
bad,
good.
Yeah.
Oh, a dank basement's bad.
Oh, sure.
You might have
your dank weed.
You might have foundation issues.
How do you light it if it's so dank?
Yeah. You gotta hold it.
Doesn't mean it's heavy with moisture. Huh?
Blah blah blah. Something funny. Okay.
We can just do that.
I think we can. Yeah.
Greg, you ever smoked the?
No, it's not my thing. I like Howlerhead whiskey. UFC fights.
All right, what are you eating out on the road these days? You enjoying?
I'm on the keto diet.
Oh, really?
But I tweaked it a little bit. I changed it. I kicked off day one with a bag of potato chips just to celebrate getting started. Day two, I added a box of donuts just to celebrate sticking with it.
Are you a fast food guy?
Yeah. Oh, what's that place? Willie, what's the place that you told me about?
I know you're a big fan of
Freddy's.
Come on, I love it. What is it?
Freddy's.
Steak Burger.
Oh, changed my life. Beautiful.
You like to do the
mustard and
Freddy?
pickles and mustard and pickles?
Yeah, I like mustard and pickles.
Delicious.
Good.
It's the texture.
Right now, I got to talk to Mr.
I need to write a
Josh
bit
over
about
there
that.
because we got a special thing going on right now. You could win a beautiful Yeti cooler. Those things are pricey. Be nice to win one. The Yeti cooler, courtesy of Orange Insoles. Check out the details at orangeinsoles.com. Tell us your favorite Halloween-themed movie or TV episode. That's it. That's how easy it is in honor of Orange. And Orange Insoles. And tell me more, Josh, about the Orange Insoles. They're in your shoes right now. Mine, too.
They sure are, because I was having some lower back pain, and I thought, man, there's something wrong with my back. No, turns out there was something wrong with my feet. If you have a poor foundation, things above aren't going to work as well, and, well, that's where Orange Insoles comes in. Maybe you work on your feet all day, or you know somebody who does. OrangeInsoles.com is the place to go. I love them. Orange Insoles carries men's sizes 15 plus, so I'm sure they have you covered. They've got insoles that can even fit Bigfoot. Head over to orangeinsoles.com. It's easy to use. They help you choose your insole based on the activity or the shoes you wear. So let's say you're on a construction site, on your feet all day in those work boots, or maybe you're a nurse and you're wearing tennis shoes, but you're still on your feet. Orange Insoles is the place to go. Orange Insoles comes with a 60-day We Want You Happy guarantee. And give them as a gift. They're great. Literal stocking stuffers, my friends. And you don't have to cut these. They come true to size.
These aren't those floppy ones you get at the store and you take your scissors and it's like you're back in the 6th grade. Do you have the paste?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
No, they're sizable.
That's exactly right. Right now, through Halloween, buy 2 pairs of Orange Insoles and save $10 at orangeinsoles.com. Plus, you're going to get free shipping in the USA. How about that? orangeinsoles.com.
Free shipping in the USA. When we come back, we're going to check in with our friend, comedian Greg Hahn. Don't forget that New Year's Eve show, Northwood, Iowa. Diamond Joe Casino, Willie G. and Greg Hahn together. We'll be telling you about some other cool stuff coming up as well. And we have important dog news coming up. That's right, dog news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, it might be payday for you. How about going to bobandtomstore.com and getting yourself a brand new Bob and Tom hoodie, the hooded zip? Oh, have you ever seen a hot woman in a hooded zip? I'm telling you, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat, adjustable, fits any size head. Our clothing size is small up to 5XL. Hey, if we don't have your size, just check back. We're constantly restocking at bobandtomstore.com. We like to keep our employees busy. The store perfectly clean, the employees well coiffed and smelling good. That's right. Go to bobandtomstore.com. See for yourself. Look in the upper left-hand corner for the new tab to see the latest merchandise we have. And again, I'd like to get a Bob and Tom Show hat on the head of every trucker across this beautiful country of ours so that everyone knows they're listening to the Bob and Tom Show. Again, bobandtomstore.com. Next thing you know, ding dong, here's your Bob and Tom Show hat. Why, thank you. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. 2 NASA spacecraft at Mars have recorded the biggest meteor strikes and impact craters to date. Scientists reported yesterday that last year's barrages sent seismic surface waves rippling thousands of miles across Mars, the first ever detected near the surface of another planet. The impacts carved out craters nearly 500 feet across. The larger of the two churned out boulder-sized slabs of ice. An Arkansas motorcyclist is expected to survive after he was engulfed by a fireball when a state trooper used a taser on him during a traffic stop. Arkansas State Police say 38-year-old Christopher Gaylor was carrying a backpack full of gasoline when the trooper used the taser during a traffic stop. The video shows a trooper attempting to pull over Gaylor, and a high-speed chase ensued. Gaylor jumped from the motorcycle in a residential area of North Little Rock and was consumed by flames after the trooper used the taser. Troopers extinguished the blaze, providing medical care to Gaylor. State police say the man remains hospitalized, but is expected to recover. And today's release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 continues a nearly 2-decade run for California-based Activision's Blizzard's wildly popular military shooting game franchise. New installments of the game can rival Hollywood's biggest blockbusters if you've not seen it. But the battle right now is happening off-screen as Call of Duty is at the center of a corporate tug-of-war between Microsoft's Xbox and Sony's PlayStation over Microsoft's pending $69 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
All right, favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
band,
is it
no
Roadhouse, did
movie.
we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
No.
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. that's what that says about you. It's awful.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell-
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Hi.
It's
It's Pepe Lescrote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Como allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe.
I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
the
was that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't.
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
I see.
Hey, Chic McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're
They're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Marm.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Want me to show you my paddle?
Oh.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chicken.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, if there is one thing that's small on me, Tom, it's my ass.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yep.
Josh Arnold could not appear today. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Hey, I'm sitting right here. Have I died?
Sorry, my fault.
Okay, we have a special guest. First of all, over there, it's comedian Greg Hahn.
I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime.
You are.
See this hair?
Yeah.
I overcooked it on top. But I'm in my prime, everybody.
Looks very nice. What color
I should be flying for the Blue Angels. You know what I mean? Hey, backup QB for the Dolphs.
Oh, sure.
I should be playing bass for Pink. I'm in my prime.
Thank you, Greg. That's very helpful. Now, here in the Bob and Tom program, we try to do all the news, and we try not to miss anything. But occasionally, we do miss a thing or two, and that's where this segment comes in. There he is.
That's funny already.
That's an honest, that's an honest laugh, Oscar.
He's a walking sight gag. Yeah.
Hi, Greg Hahn. Welcome. I don't know if you know what we do here. I do a little thing every Friday. We give our listeners a lot of the news, but we don't give them all the news. So I'm here to give them the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
80-years all went skydiving. What you failed to mention, only 3 crapped their pants, but it wasn't until later on in the day while playing bingo.
See, because you think.
That's right. Thanks for explaining it to him, Chick. A man is allergic to his own orgasms. What you failed to mention, I found that rolling over and immediately falling asleep really helps me. A 14-year-old girl broke into her grandmother's safe and stole $10,000 as she then handed out to her classmates. What you failed to mention, bet that's the last time Granny uses her granddaughter's birthday as a combination to her safe. Nope? Okay. All right. See, Greg, they don't all work.
I'm enjoying it.
All right. A king cobra is loose after escaping from its enclosure at a zoo in Stockholm. What you failed to mention, king cobra obviously not suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
No, he wants to go.
Yeah, he's out. He's not embracing his captors at all. Some fan sat in every seat of his favorite soccer team's arena. Thousands and thousands of them. What you failed to mention, sounds sticky.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Sounds sticky.
Yeah. Soda and beer.
Okay.
Foreign country. Yeah.
A photo called Farting Zebra won a Nature Photography Award. What you failed to mention, second place went to a photo called Constipated Cow. Constipated Cow. Oh, still didn't save it. Nice try, though. Customs seized a shipment of baby wipes that contained over $11 million worth of cocaine. What you failed to mention, cocaine baby wipes. Those will sure keep your ass up all night. Huh? Cocaine baby wipes from the makers of Percocet pacifiers.
Only suck on that and just spend a day, huh?
Multiple arrests were made after a woman released a swarm of bees during a standoff who stung officers who were evicting a tenant from their residence. What you failed to mention, hardest part of the arrest, getting all the zip ties around their little wings.
Small. Yes.
There's a house that's inhabited by dirty ghosts. What you failed to mention, they say things like, nice booty, and I'm going to murder that ass. That ass. Oh, Chick, you'll love this. Probably not. The Washington Commanders blamed a bank error when a check for the winner of a 50-50 raffle bounced.
That's right.
Well, you failed to mention, don't worry, I understand, Washington. At one time in my life, I was the king of bank errors. Do you know how many friends, families, and landlords were victims of my bank's errors when I was down and out? You don't say, I don't have any money in the account to cover that check. You say bank error. That's all you have to do. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. And finally, wrapping up this. Ooh.
It's all right, Jeff. We assume you had other things to work on this week.
I did. Let me tell you, my next door neighbor, recently parked a camper behind his house, which he's now renting out to someone. I finally moved out of the hood and next to a bunch of hillbillies. And my new next door neighbor who moved into the camper, big fan of karaoke. And apparently he has a $10,000 system that he's running it through because I had to sit through the worst rendition of Sweet Caroline. He even did his own ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, it was the worst. Oh. And you know what? They listened to this show, and instead of me just going over and being like, hey, could you turn that crap down? Instead, I like to passively aggressively
mention it during the segment.
Yeah, and hope they're listening. So turn it down, you jacks. All right. And finally, I don't know if you saw this. Thousands of Mexicans set a new world record this week for jumping on a trampoline. What you failed to mention, don't worry, only 4 made it over the wall. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that you failed to mention.
Jeff Oskey. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Oh, boy. Okay, now we have a little something special here.
Okay.
Pat Godwin is famous for a handful of his impressions.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very good. Yeah.
Yes, but he does the famous Paul Lynde. And you actually met Mr. Lynde. For those of you not familiar with Paul Lynde, probably most famous for what?
Hollywood Squares.
Bye Bye Birdie.
The Witch.
Nope, Hollywood
Squares, Bewitched.
Yes, the voice of Templeton.
Yeah.
Just so funny. But Mr. Lynde released a very obscure album that was actually apparently pulled by the record company. This is not a joke.
Do we know why?
Well, I'm not sure how good it was, but I have a little excerpt of this I'd like to play for you. This is not Mr. Godwin. This is the actual Paul Lynde. And you met him, right?
Yeah, I worked with the McKinley Players in
McKinley
Ohio.
Players in Ohio. You worked with him, and nice guy?
Very nice, very funny.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Very drunk.
This is the real Paul Lynde.
Happy Halloween! Oh, it's just like our Christmas, isn't it, Ethel? What are you giving this year for trick-or-treat? Oh, that's cute. All-day bloodsuckers. Oh, I just thought I'd heat some pennies in the frying pan and throw them to the kiddies as they come to the door.
He must be on the phone with Ethel.
Apparently, they're kind of a Bob Newhart-esque bit right there.
Now, Mr. Lynde, we're lucky enough to have you here.
Do you want the proper intro? Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice?
Mr. Paul Lynde.
It's
not that deep.
No. But, Paul,
Yes.
it is the most abused and neglected part of your body. What is it?
Mine may be abused, but it certainly isn't neglected.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
This is very funny. We have fun here.
Yeah, we do.
Got this letter.
Read it to us.
From John. He says they were saying that eBay pulled the Jeffrey Dahmer costumes because they were tasteless.
Yes.
Kind of unfair that Dahmer didn't find some of his victims tasteless.
You know, I bet he really enjoyed
you had to read that?
Really savored the human meat he was
Eat them up.
feasting upon.
Do you get like Lowry's or like garlic salt or?
God. What's the seasoning for a thigh?
What was?
I think he mixed it with manwich.
Oh, nice.
Go.
No, medium rare.
Well done.
We're all shaking our heads like we're talking about a science project. Yes.
Do you remember this? We had a story about they were trying to create a product that tasted just like human meat.
That's
Yes.
right. So strange.
It was really bizarre.
I don't know if they ever came up with. I'll have to do some research, see if I can find that.
Greg Hahn, have you ever taken part in cannibalism?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, but you're open to the idea.
Nope. Don't do that. I don't even like going on tours. You like tours?
Some. What tour?
Tom, you like a tour?
I do.
Why? Why would you like a tour? Like a brewery tour?
Oh.
Chick, the brewery tour.
Yeah, you like it.
Don't you hate that?
Are you like a tour?
Just went on one.
There's like 14 samples. You're at the sample tent at the brewery.
Sure.
At the brewery.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's like 14, 15 samples. Am I right?
Yeah.
Willie?
There's a lot of samples.
Why would you just sift the samples? Why do you go on? Oh, it goes from this fat to that fat. 2 hours later, from that fat to that fat. Are you with me, Josh? Come on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm just saying there's nothing worse than a tour.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my last tour. It was a
What, a
tour,
brewery tour?
A tour of Italy, Olive Garden. You put lasagna.
You don't need it. You don't need that. You don't need it. You got a hotel with a window? Look out the window. Got it. You know what I mean? Class reunion. Like a class reunion?
Never been.
Why do I need to know that the homecoming queen now looks like a bag of hammers? Come on. She still doesn't like me. I'm working over here.
Okay, I found this. It was a pair of chefs designed a burger they claim tastes like human flesh.
Weird.
They did this a few years back to celebrate AMC's The Walking Dead.
But how would they know what human flesh tasted like? They'd have to taste it, right?
It says, here we go. The burgers were developed using testimonials from famous cannibals throughout history.
Oh my gosh.
It says the human flesh burgers contained pork, veal, chicken livers, and bone marrow in an attempt to replicate the taste and texture of human meat.
Boy, oh boy.
Who are famous cannibals?
I don't know, but I'm going to have the quarter pounder with Steve.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Wait a minute, is that ground chuck? No, it's ground Larry.
What's that, Pat? Where'd you have a human meat burger?
Five Guys.
Waiter, there's a watch in my food.
Don't we share a lot with pigs? Wouldn't we taste like pork, I guess, or something?
Probably.
Isn't that right?
I don't know. I'd like to see where they quoted famous cannibals. I don't know.
Well, you got your Dahmer. You got that guy in Russia who ate a bunch of people.
Do they talk about how it tastes, though?
They must have, yeah.
I think it's probably like anything else. It probably depends how you cook it.
Now, why are they coming up with this again?
In this case, these two chefs did it in honor of the AMC program The Walking Dead.
Oh.
I'm surprised someone hasn't pulled this off with the Dahmer thing being so popular. Well, there was a place we had earlier in the week, I want to say it was in Lubbock, that had the Dahmer pizza, and you had a few Karens whining about that when it was clearly a joke.
I ate some human-flavored meat before at a restaurant. It was real cute. For dessert, they gave you Andy's mince. Sort of a...
you'd gotten off the hook there a few minutes ago. And then all of a sudden, you pulled another Simon and Garfunkel.
I mean,
the sounds of silence.
It's even spelled like the mountain range.
Yeah,
sure.
Can we check?
Is that called Alive, that movie?
Yeah.
Did you guys see Ace just shake his head?
He's very judgmental.
Never been more disapproving in his life.
We give him so much room, but he's a strict taskmaster.
On a positive note, let's change the subject, please.
You don't want to hear about the Dahmer pizza?
No.
Meat lovers?
What's on it, Tom?
Well, let's see. This is in Texas. It's Capital Pizza in Lubbock.
Yes, Capital.
In honor of Halloween.
Capital idea. Capital.
It's made with noodles. What's this word? Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncinis.
What is that?
Banana peppers.
Yeah,
That's right.
banana
You told me.
peppers.
Banana. It's pepperoncini. What is it?
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Well, there's a lot of letters.
Pepperoncini is kind of how it's spelled.
Yeah, but
It's got. But you don't pronounce the R-O-N.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Okay. Ramen noodles, along with body parts and fake. Prop body parts and fake blood.
I tried to buy it, but it cost an arm and a leg.
They sure did, yeah.
Well, as I said yesterday,
Did you see Dace's face? He's doing takes.
You know where you find the dead body pizza in the freezer section?
Where?
Oh.
Next to the tombstone.
Nice.
Tombstone pizza?
Really?
Now you're being heckled now.
I heard it's next to Tombstones. It's also Jack's, just right there. Jack's.
There is a pizza place that serves bodies.
No, go ahead. You got
It serves dead person meat. They're unidentified dead person meat. Yeah, Papa John Doe's. Guys, I'm working hard. And
you really are trying. We can tell.
Put it this way.
What about it's not DiGiorno's, it's a John Doe. Is that better?
No.
Apparently not. Yeah,
No.
jeez.
Well, that might be worse.
It's not delivery, it's Daryl.
That's pretty good. That's definitely worse.
Okay, so sorry. We have a lot to get to here.
Let's get to something.
Okay, let's get to something tasty because this is the season of maybe a nice Oktoberfest, little thing on the side there. How about some steaks? This is the best gift. We don't emphasize this enough. This is the best gift. I do this for my brothers every year. Send them a beautiful case of steaks from Omaha Steaks. Tell me more, Josh.
Well, if you check out omahasteaks.com right now, you're going to find all their mouth-watering assortments of perfectly aged steaks, ultra-juicy burgers, and easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. I got my shipment this week, my friends, and I ordered some of those...
you got your shipment together?
I do, yeah. It was all put together in a...
Yes.
As, Tom, what do you like to call those? The foam... box.
The big foam box.
Yeah, the cooler with the dry ice there. And it's, man, it's loaded to the gills with those jumbo franks and perfect for fall desserts like those apple caramel tartlets that are so good.
Caramel.
Remember?
That's a combination of Josh Arnold. I'm not sure what that is.
Remember, every steak and every entree is backed by our unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. Right now, take advantage of 50% off site-wide by shopping their semi-annual sale. It's on right now. 50% off delicious customer favorites. And when you use promo code BTS at checkout, take an additional $30 off your order. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, enter BTS at checkout, stock up on fall flavor today, and don't forget to use that promo code. It's BTS. You're going to type that in at checkout. Score an extra $30 off your order. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak. It's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Get the details. Makes a great gift. That box arrives. Oh, boy. Now, if you do it to your relatives in town, you can, hey, when I can come over and help you eat those steaks.
Yeah.
How's that for a perfect gift? When we come back, we're going to learn a little bit of something, finally, on this show. We've got some education for you happening next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch...
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Out of the dugout, he's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
We learn a lot on the Bob and Tom Show each and every day. Today, no exception. Also, a bunch of history on this October 28th. Professor Tom Griswold coming up next with a look at history. Chick McGee with the things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today. All coming up next. We're not done with you knuckleheads yet. And by the way, Thanks for listening to the show today, and you can see our show on YouTube anytime, even right now. Check it out. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as it happens. And you can do that right now with history and things we learned up next.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lamar Jackson, 238 yards and 2 second-half touchdowns, lead the Baltimore Ravens to a come-from-behind 27-22 victory over Tom Brady and the struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers lost for the 5th time in 6 games following a 2-0 start, and the 45-year-old Brady finds himself riding a 3-game losing streak for the first time since 2002, his first season as a full-time starter with the New England Patriots. College football last night, North Carolina State wins, beating Virginia Tech, and number 14 Utah over Washington State. Major League Baseball, the World Series starts tonight in Houston. Justin Verlander remains in search of his first win in the World Series after going 0-6 with a 5.68 ERA and 7 series starts. Aaron Nola takes the mound for the Phillies. NBA winners last night, Oklahoma City, Golden State, and Memphis in regulation. Mavericks in overtime beating the Nets 129-125. NHL last night, your winners in regulation, Montreal, Boston, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Winnipeg, all winning, and San Jose in overtime beating the Maple Leafs. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
The mash.
He did the monster mash. Easy, Chick McGee. You impetuous boy. Joshy, take your hands off that pizza and out of your pants. I must go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels.
They
The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to...
Coming up in a few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Being all sidekick-like. Yeah. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we have a Bob and Tom comedy legend in the studio today.
He is Greg Hahn.
Yes, he is.
He's on his way to Columbus, Ohio's famous Funny Bone, November 10th. And then the 11th and 12th of November at Dayton, Ohio's famous Wiley's
The
Comedy
classic.
Club. Yeah, also, I got to remind you, December 31st, New Year's Eve this year.
With Willie.
It'll be the Northwood, Iowa Diamond Joe Casino. Willie G. and Greg Hahn. Live performance. Should be a fun night.
Doing our single acts. We don't have married acts. Oh, Janice doesn't like when I don't pick up my underwear. Wow. Man, I'm happy to be single.
We have a news story. Next time you're here, remind me. I read this article about they did this survey of single people. Did you see that, Christy?
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. About what
Do you wanna get
what they like about it. Do you want to read real quick? Do you want to tell Greg?
More money, more time, being happier.
All of that stuff
One of the number one things
Less drama.
was not arguing about where you're going to have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
You just got to work it out, you know? Like, I'll be like, this one goes, you want to go to a water park? I'm like, that's cool with me. Let's break up. Solved! Solved!
Benefits to being single, more time for myself, focus on my goals, and no one dictates my actions.
That's right.
The other 7 factors were no getting hurt, better control of what I eat, freedom to flirt around, save resources, peace of mind,
Sure.
no tension in fights, and not do things I dislike.
That's key.
Awesome.
No, so I'm not going to go pick apples by myself.
Pick apples. Ride a horse. Why would you ride a horse? You know you're going to get stung when you get there. They live in barns. There's wasps. You get bit by a horsefly before you get on the thing. Big animal, big teeth.
They live in barns.
You're going to have big teeth.
We'll review this later.
It's
Time
impending
now.
doom.
Time now for things.
Today in history, October 28th, 2022. Way back in the Tom Time Machine.
Let's see, on this date, what is today? The 28th of October. What happened? Let's check this out.
I don't know what happened.
Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift was published.
Oh, sure.
Not
A
real,
wonderful adventure.
For television, they
That's a
changed the name.
documentary,
They
wasn't it?
changed the name to Gilligan.
Jonathan Swift was not real smart, so Swift was a nickname.
Yeah. Eli Whitney applied for the patent on the cotton gin. No, Christy, it is not for an extra dry martini.
Oh, no, French 75, my friend. That's my new drink of choice.
Oh, here we go.
The cotton gin, isn't that when you soak a tampon in beef eater?
Hey, man, you still get high.
You can only go one time a month.
Okay. In 1858, R.H. Macy opened the first store.
Hardware store
in New
right?
York City. Their parade in 1858, one float. And they couldn't get the balloon to stay up. They hadn't invented helium.
But somehow the cast of Hamilton still did a number.
Yeah, but it was lip sync, which was weird.
What a great show that is, you awful person.
1886, the Statue of Liberty dedicated by which president?
What year?
1886.
Barack Obama.
Goodness.
1886.
I'm going to go with Carlton Fisk.
Not close.
Carlton Fisk.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland. I was close.
It was a gift from France.
Baseball name.
And
Yes,
by the
it
way,
was, and there's a little one in France.
shipping was included.
Isn't that nice? They were the first to offer Prime.
Yes. Let's see. The Cuban Missile Crisis came to an end, and this date in 1962.
Not that big of a deal. It was never going to happen.
It's terrifying.
Did you have to hide under desks and stuff? Do the drills?
Yep. I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the time, as I recall.
Of course you were.
A football game.
Your teacher didn't care for you, though, right, Tom? So they said, everybody under the desks. Tom, you can stay put.
Well, you're our lookout. Go to the window. We'll look down Hazelmere. It's the street that school is on.
we know. It's
Josh, just for you, in 1965, what was completed in St. Louis?
The Gateway Arch.
Gateway Arch.
My goodness, the Jefferson Expansion Memorial.
Yeah, the
As
westward
it's known by.
expansion.
Has McDonald's ever done a promotion with that thing?
They have, yes. If you could climb it, you got a free quarter pounder with cheese. Many died.
No winners.
Thousands died.
Why don't they Photoshop that bitch and paint it yellow?
I will not have you call the St. Louis Arch a bitch.
Okay, this is for Ace. Everybody be quiet.
Okay.
All right.
1978, there was a special program on NBC featuring Kiss, the band.
Phantom of the Park.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
What? Monday Night Movie.
Do you have that on tape?
I have it on CD. A DVD.
Wow.
And it's famous for a scene in which I guess one of the guys quit the band, so they had to have a stand-in.
Well, he was drunk.
Yeah, the one guy was apparently the stand-in is a man of color.
Oh,
it was rather interesting. Wait a second, whatever that cat guy.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Greg Hahn and Willie Griswold evidently are getting together to do a comedy show this time. They're going to be New Year's Eve.
Good.
They're going to be a presentation somewhere in America. Car wash cleanses your soul, Tom says. I can't eat kangaroo. It makes me jumpy.
Greg Hahn dislikes horses. One of the reasons, big teeth.
They can read your mind.
And they live in barns.
They know if you're scared.
Vampires will not eat at an Italian restaurant.
Why not?
Too much garlic. And we enjoyed the dark side of Tim Cavanaugh today.
Yes.
He worked a little blue for some
Where he
reason.
admitted he once murdered a hitchhiker. You didn't hear it. Big news.
Timmy will be at the Coastal Carolina Fair Tuesday night, 17 miles north of Charleston. That'll be fun. Thanks very much for joining us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.